Yes! Poor Andy Leask is ill. So this week's episode of LAWhammer, from our living room, where we gather to play Warhammer every week, is going to be sadly one person down. But it means that, yes, we get to play something a bit different, as you'll see.
Dwarves.
Hey, oh. Right, so this week is going to be a bit of an odd episode. I have no idea how it's going to land. It's going to be one of those experimental ones. We have discussed it to a degree beforehand, but it's fair to say I'm going to kind of just let it go and see where it lands. And indeed it even does. This is a fun one and aside, but it is arguably one of the more important episodes for the overall campaign because they all have secret, super special missions. Most of them are nigh on impossible. But if they manage to do them, it will then unlock scenes that we will then play for the primary campaign because certain information will get out, which is going to be super fun. Really looking forward to that. So, as always, we've got a couple of things to open up with. Number one is... I'm just going to pass straight over to the behatted Lindsay Law because we have Inside the Rookery tomorrow and it's going to be, as always, a fun one.
Come join me on Inside the Rookery tomorrow when I am interviewing Andy Law about a subject of his own
It's all of us. It's not... What? Me? What? Oh. Hey, rewind! What?
All the rooks will be gathering to talk about... help me, team. What did we decide we were talking about?
Intervention for Andy.
It's all... There's a nice little advert in the corner.
Oh, is
the
there?
Goblin's already put up there. Thanks, Corner Goblin, by the way. Assuming that it's even there. It might be. It's all about props and adding immersion to your game.
That was it.
Yeah. You're on fire this week. Right, so with that extreme object lesson in professionalism, we're now going to drop in with something else that I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be joining the World Anvil team to be a part of their stream, which is 1 hour before the Rookeries, where they're going to be talking about humor in sci-fi. And I'm particularly looking forward to this one because we all know that humor in sci-fi go, well, like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, side by side. Looking forward to that chat enormously. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. over World Anvil's Twitch/YouTube, I presume. Very much looking forward to that. I'll do a post about that over on our Discord. And if you're coming in afterwards, it'll be up on World Anvil's channels already. Right, so beyond that, small aside that I will be doing in a week's time a big, huge mapping thing over for Chimera Festival. I'm doing a big presentation, but if you want to come watch that, you can't. It's sold out, sorry to say. But the Inside the Rookery at Chimera Festival is going to be live from the festival, so that's not this Saturday, the Saturday after. It's going live from the festival itself on Saturday evening. So if you'd like to come and join us at Chimera Festival, you can do so. It's in Edinburgh. Go check Chimera online. Chimera, Chimera. We'll probably have an add-on next Friday's episode, so you can have a quick check about that.
I'll be there too.
Will you? Marvellous. Yeah. You could join our marvellous audience.
All right. Done.
Great. I expect awkward questions.
Nice.
The most awkward. Right. Other than that, we don't have to worry about XP. We don't have to worry about organising anything special for this episode. It's just literally a dive in. I will say one more time, we're going to shout out to Garblag again this week just because it's nice to do so. And any other Warhammer stream out there deserves a little bit of attention. So we're going to drop a quick, hello Garblag! Thanks again, Pete, for helping us out. And also, there'll probably be a nice little lad running about in the corner, assuming good old Corner Goblin has that in place.
Yes.
Yes! Love it! Okay, I'm good to go. Right, so, anything anyone wants to say before we begin?
No.
Oh, today's going to be mental. I apologize in advance. I don't know how this one's going to go. So, are we all ready for Human School? Yes! Yes! That being the case, episode 39.1, Human School. Yes. Down deep beneath Middenheim, 2 Skaven are walking along a tunnel. One is tall, silver-furred, and old. One hand has long strips of metal down it, and it ends in long claws. It sits with a mask over one side of its face and is bobbing. The claw glows slightly in the light. Beside is another black-furred Skaven, sitting down, Lord, and looks up and says, "Yes, Engineer Master," says, "you will like these. These are the finest examples we have, yes?" The other looks down and says, "Yes, yes, must have. Those who go above ground, yes. Spies, best spies. Scrutins have best spies. Globe will not work without what we have, yes?" To the other, "Yes, yes, oh, yes." As he walks along in silence. "Why are you quiet? We will have what we want, yes?" "Yes," says the other. "Yes, yes." The man thing school. Taking slave things, making man things is Scrutin idea. Yes. We heard of it, yes, yes. Here heard, and must know more, yes. You can watch, yes? He says, "Watch. You will see." Down in human school. Human school, you would think, in a Skaven, let's say cavern, would be what? A place of desks? No. A nice campfire that you all gather round and do your human things. No. No, it's an inn. An actual inn that has been built beneath ground. On the front of it, it says Human Inn. It's fair to say they spelled inn incorrectly. It's just Human Inn. So presumably the humans go in here. There is currently only a single human in there. A human who was once a Skaven slave. And still is. What is your name, human?
Thriskit.
Thriskit, yes. Thriskit is apparently a female. This is worth pointing out. She is the only human here. A female, and you can tell. Because you all have your own opinions as to how you can tell. Decide amongst yourselves how you know that she's a human female. She's sitting at the chairs that you find deeply uncomfortable and have been training to sit in now for weeks. Significant proportions of your life. Yes. And training how to move your tail in a fashion that allows you to sit. She sits with ease in the chair because her body is designed for it. Across from her sits... Your name?
Morskin Gutterbean. Yes.
Morskin.
They are holding a tankard with both hands and the pinkies out as they try and sip without getting their nose stuck in the tankard.
What was her name?
Morskin.
Morskin is very dark furred, with almost black eyes, and has a hood pulled right over to try and disguise the fact that Morskin has got a large snout sticking out the front. It is wholly successful. If you were an on-looking human, you would definitely be fueled. Fueled? Fooled. Pardon me. Definitely.
I think we're right first time.
Perfect. Gotta remember not to lap.
If you pour it out a little bit, then you can lap behind the lid. Like.
Wholly successful. No one would ever assume that you weren't a Skaven. Sitting at another table across from them, in a dark corner, is...
No wild bitter whisker.
No while. No while has grey fur. Very grey with white patches, somewhat piebald. And unlike the good dark furred one, has hood pulled down and is... What are you doing?
Adjusting my hat.
Hat. Nice. No while is armed. 2 obvious blades to either side. Not just has arms.
2 arms.
2 obvious blades to either side and is eyeing the room. Sitting on...
I am making my day book. Yes.
Scratch.
Right, good.
Fine examples of spies. At the third of our tables, stands or sits?
He is using his tail like a hemorrhoid cushion.
Sitting on the tail?
Yeah, so it's actually, I don't need to describe it anymore. That's
You
perfect.
don't.
Yeah.
We've got a mental picture.
Yes. Scab Black Claw is a very gangly rat man person. Well, human. He has a droopy nose, though. Maybe at one point it was broken or something but it sort of like hangs a little bit. So it sort of flat, so kind of like a vole, but not a vole because they're not real. Okay. And that's what he's doing. He's just
So Scab...
one human beer. He just shouts out to the tavern. I don't even know if it's
human beer!
human beer.
Done.
Sitting
fun this one.
at the same table, beside Scab, looking happy, suspicious,
Incredibly uncomfortable.
incredibly uncomfortable,
Yeah, if
is...
you've ever seen anyone who's not comfortable in their own skin, I'll get... Hold on.
I'll get correct. Bleak bite.
Bleak bite.
I'll get. So
He's
I'll
kinda
get
tugging. He's got a hat on.
has very dark grey fur, with the occasional frecklings of lighter grey. It's not so much piebald as the other grey furred one. It's just occasional frecklings across the top, slight streakings. And I'll get apparently looks very uncomfortable.
What's wrong with your tail? His new technique. It was getting in the way. Now, sit. Kinda hurts, but better. Don't get fuzzing tail.
Bounce. You bounce.
What?
You bounce when you move. You bounce.
Okay. Well, fix.
Just
The door to the inn, clearly where the humans come in, bursts open. And there is your... He's gone under different names. But since you've very recently shifted to Reichspiel, which has been universally successful, you are all masters at the language. You are all quite convinced that you are inconceivably good at it. Comes your... You're not allowed to call him master, because apparently humans don't often do that unless they're somehow linked to them. So, teacher, you tried that word, that got frowns, but he's refused to give you a word. So you've been taking stabs at different options, and you're still not quite convinced which one is the best. He also has this way of moving that makes you all feel like you could do it better. Because you're Skaven, and you almost certainly can. But he moves with an upright walk. His legs somehow moving in a fashion that gives him a gait that, to your eyes at least, is surprisingly human. He has a long leather coat on, which is pulled out, and his head is retracted right up into his shoulders. His hat on, meaning that only the smallest amount of his nose comes out. A walking, talking clan Scrutin spy. As he walks in, and at a distance, you might be convinced that he wasn't A Skaven? You might be convinced that he was a human if it wasn't for the smell, which 4 of you can tell instantly. Clan Scruton and you better watch out. You can smell it in the air. He's scared. If he's scared, then you have to be doubly scared. As he walks in and then slouches down, and his almost 6 foot in height drops down to about 4, as his tail uncurls behind him. Sorry, Ross. The tail uncurls behind him, and he comes in. Yes, he says. You are being reviewed. Watch, see, listen, review, judged. Comes in, then goes up behind one of the tables and sits down. You don't really know each other very well. You got called in for reasons unknown. You reckon it was probably because maybe you were top of your class. Maybe the best examples. You all have an almost towering self-belief in your own capabilities.
Of course.
But of course, the second someone tells you you're doing it wrong. Man-thing-tongue. Reichspiel only. He says, yes, yes.
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 He says, good. You must listen very carefully to what I'm saying, he says in Reichspiel. We are being watched right now. We are being watched right now, and you are being properly judged. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Understand.
Yes.
Good. We have mission above ground. You will need to be in disguise. There is a shipment making its way across the surface, he says, looking up. We believe it might be warpstone. You've always been suspicious of this particular rat because he's not of your clan. Your clan Scruton. He is not. He is clan Ricket. And he has been drafted in, apparently, because he has been above ground for over 10 years. An old Skaven who knows his stuff. He comes from elsewhere and has been employed at great expense. You all know this because everyone has gossiped like mad. Why bring in someone who's not of Clan Scruton? And the only answer that everyone can be certain of is because he's really bloody good at what he does. He also has a favor for using whips. He whips people who don't do what he likes. He whips people who do what he likes. He whips people just for the sake of whipping them. He doesn't have his whip today. You're not quite sure what that means. Someone else doing the whipping? You have all individually been a part of his classes at some point, and he is, you would probably suggest, the best of them, in that he's the one you've emulated most, or at least attempted to do so. He has, by all accounts, an odd accent. His Reichspiel is known to be foreign, because he learned it elsewhere. And he says this repeatedly, and asks that the various humans that you listen to, the slaves that are brought forward, they're the ones you should copy, because his accent is a little bit different to the rest. Nevertheless, there are some who desperately try to emulate them, and while they're curled up in their little cubby holes down in the bottom beneath the classes where they're held, you can hear them whispering away. Yes, I will speak like this. Yes, whispering away in the night. Desperate to sound like their boss. As he rubs at the end of his chin, then scratches. We are potentially in a very difficult position. The warlord has asked for your attention specifically. He only came here once to see how the classes were proceeding. It's an old school. It's been going now for some 5 years. And he was responsible for setting it up. And the last time he was here, the weakest, as he perceived them to be, were culled.
Right.
You survived. Yeah.
That warlord, as in Clan Scruton?
Clan
warlord?
Scruton, yes.
Okay. Yes.
What you are doing, he says, is of great importance to the warlord. I will not name him, for those who listen cannot understand what I am saying. If I mention him, they will know. Do you understand? Think, yes? Good. Very good. Good. There will be a clan rat who will brief you. You are going to be taken to the surface, and you will have to use all of the skills you have learned not to be discovered. If you are discovered, you will be killed. Either by them or by us. We cannot let you be discovered. The man things do not understand or know of us. We will maintain this. You understand? Yes? Good. He says, then turns around. Bring in the emissary, yes! Emissary talk, yes! Be wary. To the side, door opens up, and the rat in particular, the Skaven, looks at the door, moves it slightly. It's on a hinge. Then comes in. Yes. Looks around. Grand Scruton. Comes in and looks at everyone. The hackles at the back of your neck immediately rise. He is exuding a musk of deep confidence. His face is long, particularly long, with very jagged, broken front teeth sticking out the front. Ears are bitten and broken in a variety of places, and one eye is replaced entirely with a hunk of warpstone with a single Skaven symbol in the center of it. When he blinks, the skin attempts to make its way around, but doesn't quite do it, and a small green tear comes out from the edge every time he blinks. He has a wet patch that glows ever so slightly to the side. A staff, which clearly he likes to lean on because he thinks it makes him look important. But he doesn't need it. You can tell immediately the way he walked in, and then pops it down to make it clear he's using his staff. It's a gnarled piece of wood with a Skaven symbol sitting on the top, and again, in the center of it, a small hunk of warpstone that glows. When he looks at it, faint traceries in the air connect between the eye and the little lump. That in and of itself shows wealth. A very, very rich Skaven. He has access to warpstone. Not just warp tokens, not just refined, this is actual. But it's all the accoutrements. He's wearing leather armor, scored and marked in a variety of ways and burnt in several areas too. The red detailing the golds, Clan Skyer, Clan of Engineers, Clan of Warlock Engineers. They use magic, they manipulate warpstone. They make things for the betterment of the Horned Rat's great plan and the great ascension to come. as he comes in. And then immediately realizing that perhaps it wasn't the most solemn thing to do, coming in and being amused by a door. Not exactly one who's ever really been on the surface and seen human things before. Draws in his eyebrows above his eyes to make him look as impressive as he possibly can. As he comes forward and clacks his staff across the ground and looks at all of you sitting in your very strange ways and is for a moment taken aback by how odd you all look. Wearing hats and little helmets and cloaks. And you're a human. And this is obviously what I expected, but you are all sitting so strange. And sitting over in the other corner is, of course, your teacher, stroke, warlord, stroke, master, stroke, what do we call him? And he looks at him and sneers slightly. You know that there's no great love between Clan Skyer and Clan Rickett. But you only know that because he mentions it frequently. Because it could just be he doesn't like Clan Skyer. As he comes in and goes, yes, you are the Scruton spies, yes? Yes? Yes. Bang! Clatters down his staff. And as he does so, a green light emits from the top of it and spreads out. And there is a coach being pulled by four-legged beasts with long snouts. Great wheels spin on the back, but there doesn't appear to be any warpstone engine to the back of it. There doesn't any, and no lightning crashing. In fact, anything, it's quiet. It's sleek. Clan Scruton could do with some of these as it rumbles forwards. On the back, there's a great mound of what could be anything. Bits of leather. You recognize leather. Bits of wood. And humans standing with weapons. Long weapons that look like they aren't sharp. One of them is round at the end, like it's some sort of bell that he's holding out into a bell. A big moustache, huge moustache sits out. Why he's holding a big bell in the sky, you have no idea, but he is. And that's not what takes your attention most. From the flickering green image, it's the slashing across it, which to begin with, you thought was just a poor image. As you realize it is rain. Water falling from the sky. People can just go up there and just get water whenever they want. You will ascend there one day. It will be yours. And the water from the sky, the great gift from the horned rat, will be yours. Maybe that's what it is. He's collecting the rain. He's collecting rain. Sacred rain from the gods. You know that they all worship the horned rat. They just don't realize it yet. They have different names for him. Lots of different names for him. But ultimately, it's just the horned rat. Some of you have even been up once or twice and seen them worshipping at their various non-horned rat idols. One of you defaced one and turned it into what it should look like. A good ratty face, a pair of horns. That showed them. It goes across. Yes, this. He points. Train. Coach train, he says, nodding wisely. Yes. Warpstone. Transported journey, so we cannot seek find. Yes, above ground, yes? We bought Warpstone, yes? Is mine ours. Yes? You find and confirm, yes?
Yes.
Bang! And it vanishes. looks over, and then says in a dialect of Queekish that only one of you knows, the most eastern of you. Bang! And says, these will not do. Weak, yes? And the other one says in the same dialect, yes, yes. You have better, yes? No. No. Clan Scrutin, promised, yes? He says, yes, yes. They will not fail the warlord. Looks at you. Good. Succeed! And the horned rat succeeds! And we all ascend to the surface, yes? We will inherit, yes? Succeed. We will make a great... we need some work to do, yes. And then scatters out, his tail flicking behind him as he goes. As the door shuts, and he says in Reichspiel, I don't know if it would be wise or unwise to find this warp stone. But your lives depend on finding it. So, for you, maybe it is wise. He says, the door bangs open at the other side. He pulls back, a white-furred Skaven. White-furred Skaven are not uncommon with Clan Scrutin. Clan Scrutin is blessed with a great deal of white fur. All their storm vermin, for example, have white fur. And almost certainly is a storm vermin, one of the largest examples of Skaven kind. As he bursts in, covered in plates of armor, and says, and he looks over. Yes. Want what? He says. Yes. And he goes off. You will be transported, yes, to the surface. What happens next is not what you imagined would be the transportation method of choice. Because the entire room crackles up. A shrieking sound of rats as it's almost as if the realm of the horned rat itself briefly touches here and then and with a rising of green smoke, you're in a cave and you can hear the roar of the outside lying just beyond, the roar of weather, the roar of the sky, the roar of the sun that blazes and the horned rat will one day bring down. It is, fellow human, approximately, you'd guess, looking outside, very late in the day, sun's long down. It's almost black up there. The stars can be seen, and around you are various cringing Skaven. You've been up here more than once. You have been up here more than once. Indeed, you were taken from here originally. Not that you have the best memories of it all. And trees everywhere. You presume you've been transported somewhere close to where you need to be. In the distance, you can see the curl of a river glinting through with Mansleib reflecting across it. There's probably a road not too far from the river. Humans of your kind often place them there. But beyond that, you're not quite sure what you were supposed to be doing or when. And sadly, it's just you and your 4 companions. You don't even have someone here telling you what you're meant to be doing next. Uh-oh. They've just dropped you in it.
Plan, yes. Yes. Morskin is holding what looks like a bag over his nose and then breathing heavily through his mouth, like, but like hyperventilating.
I write good. So I write for you I do not understand. So, if you feel you can't speak, hold up. Yes?
No. Terrible.
No?
I know how. I write better.
We must human speak.
Oh.
Mm.
No. Quick speak. Human.
Yes.
Where train is.
It's really not that difficult. We just need to find a road.
I bad human speak. Good, right. You speak for me. I write for you. Yes,
Human writing.
yes.
Oh.
No speak bad, speak bad. Good, right. Speak, me, right. For you. Oh, shiny.
Shiny. Right. Yes, no.
Yes,
Yes, no.
yes, no.
We point when cannot speak.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes.
Saints preserve us.
Ah.
Thank you.
No.
No. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, speak.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
We find.
A sudden flash of green comes from just outside the front of the cave.
Throw self on floor.
Musk has been squirted.
Hides behind you with things.
Cheer.
And in comes your master teacher, Lord, looking somewhat surprised, pulls a coat around and straightens his back up and says, I have other mission must take now. He says, your mission points out into the open expanse of air. This way, yes. Coach, one you saw, yes. Train, coach, yes.
Train.
We take Warpstone.
Find if it carries warpstone.
Look, see.
Yes.
Human speak. Human speak.
She was top of class.
Hmm.
Looks at you.
Yeah.
His eyes narrow. And then he pulls down his hat and pulls his nose up into it. And says, be wary. Don't let any see you for what you are. Good day. And he walks off.
Yes.
Really bad curtsy.
Fall over.
What? If we.
He clambers up the side of the hill on the outside, moving in a way that no human ever could, as he bounces over towards one ledge and just scrambles off.
Morskin is too excited for words. Look, see. Outside.
We must look outside.
Outside.
We go.
You know how bad they're being.
I do.
They'll all die. You need to talk. If you don't, you're likely dead too. You're with them.
Yeah.
They need to master the skills that they learned, and now's not the time to get it wrong.
Focus.
Outside.
Let me speak. You act human. Big test.
Yes. Why are you lying?
Lie cheat.
You say no speak but can't speak. He said speak. You speak.
Thank
What?
you. Let me speak.
Yes.
She is human. She will speak for us, yes?
I think we need to go this way.
I am fancy.
Shiny.
Yes, fancy. You speak, my lady, for us. My lord? My
lady.
person.
My lady.
My lady.
Yes, yes.
Bad. Hat on.
So what's our plan? What are we doing?
We head in the direction.
Go in
that we
different
were
directions.
supposed to.
Immediately.
If coach fast, how see?
We will hear.
But we cannot hear warpstone.
No. We hear horses. Click, clop, click, clop.
Horse. What we do?
Shall we make?
Find, look, see?
Look see.
Take?
No, look see.
Warpstone.
But how shall we see? Shall we make an entrapment for them in their pathway?
Trap.
Fancy.
Fancy.
It's at this moment that you realise that if you've got it right, there's a shipment of warpstone getting trained down this road. That would make you very, very rich if you were to seize it. There is a small part of all of you thinking, why ever return to that particular place when we could seize it, run off, and return to a different clan Scrutonhold as lords?
Immediately recognizing that everybody else is having the same thought process and then going,
It's like a shared. It's like a shared thought bubble.
you could be lady who is lost in woods, call down, help, help, and then they stop and we look. Yes?
And why does not the human lady do it?
So lost. Oh, help.
This is good.
Maybe they sleep and we look.
Mm-hmm.
We find, we track, we check.
Worth noting that if you're tracking, you will fall far behind them. They will move swiftly by comparison. Having said that, though, if it's a road, it doesn't matter. You'll catch up eventually. So finding if it passes, finding where it stops, and indeed, given the late hour, it's very likely they'll be stopping soon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not that they're entirely aware that it's late to them. The sky is really pretty damn bright. The moon might actually be the sun. Half of them are confused. They're not convinced that it isn't the sun.
I'm secretly okay with that.
Yeah.
It's late. They will need to sleep. We follow. They sleep. We rummage. Yes.
Yes. Take slaves.
I am one.
No.
Warpstone.
Well, look at warpstone. Take slave.
How take sleep? Big. Clop clop.
The horse.
Man with weapon, with bell.
Stab, stab. Stab, stab.
Yeah.
Have any? The rest of us got any weapons?
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
all
cool.
have weapons.
Oh, we're all
You just
tooled up.
don't-
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
Okay,
She's
fine.
the only one who's got them out. You're Skaven. You never don't have various blades about you.
You've met Birdie, haven't you?
Yeah, I
In
know,
another
but-
life.
Yeah, they're just not
She's still
out
going out.
because you don't want to be
Fine.
seen as a threat.
That's okay.
She apparently doesn't really care.
I will be your little brother. Sister.
Sister.
You say, sister not speak. Sister sad. Mummy and daddy die.
She's a little Skaven, right?
That might actually work.
What are you doing?
He. They're all he's.
Yeah.
He's a
He,
little
yeah,
Skaven.
yeah.
Thank you.
Little brother.
Yes.
Little brother. I am crying.
Right. Again. It's good. You try. No, you try.
You can see it for what it is. Don't stop. They're going to die.
Yeah.
Be clear.
We must go. No coach here. Outside.
What if dig hole, coach sideways? We look.
Will they stay for the night somewhere? The
Yes.
day. Is it day or night?
Night. It's the moon.
We
Man's
go to the Human Inn.
Human beer.
No. None of us speak. Only the human speaks.
Very important.
All quiet.
Very important that you do your best to be properly human.
Yes.
Yes. Under control.
Vow of silence.
We'll be fine. So what's our plan?
We head in the direction we were pointed because we don't know any better.
Alrighty. So who would like to do themselves a navigation test? Only those who've been above ground can do it.
Navigate will I.
Thank you, Yoda. 3 successes.
That'd be a fumble.
One success.
Deeper into the cave.
Turns around, just walks backwards.
Dean outside.
Yep. So 3.
7.
So, these 3 all think you should be going down there. You think they should be going the other way over there. In fact, you're certain the inn is in that direction. You think you can see lights shining just up ahead.
Shortcut, yes? Yes?
No.
Shortcut.
No.
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 Be
I'm
it on
confused.
your head.
Follow us. Ignore him. Idiot. Human, not
Slave.
Yes.
Not human. Slave.
fucking human.
Slave.
I think you'll find she is a human.
So,
For no slaves here.
human brother, what are we?
Servants. Follow me. Shall we? And I offer my arm to her in a very
Him.
to him in a very grandiose way. Because human school tells us that's normal.
God, they're moving so slowly. The human moves so slowly as it picks its way down the side of this mount, and it's so slow. You would, because it's not just that she's slower in general, it's that it's not very good at negotiating the way down the side of this particular hill. It's got a bit of scree, it's got a bit of movement, the side is a bit loose, the stones give way. Picking your way down carefully, where you would be down at the bottom, back up to where it is, back down to the bottom, back up to where it is, in the time that it makes about 30 steps. By the bloody horned rat, can't be. Can hurry up, as the pair of them are very carefully making their way down.
Like humans.
Can we not scout? So slow.
What a lovely evening.
I like the sea.
See.
There's no sea.
There's no saying.
No, see.
The view.
Oh,
Oh, they like the sea.
it's called the view.
The view.
Trees.
Vow of silence. No,
Yes.
I'm only joking.
Human names.
Oh.
Frisket? No.
Call me Kit.
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 Lady Kit. Servants.
Yes.
So, are any of Lady Kit's servants scouting? Creeping off ahead through the forest at the bottom, or are you standing together like the good humans that you are, making your way somewhat stiltedly through the forest towards what you hope will eventually be a road?
Can we sniff around to see if there's any, like,
Do
they're
some
all
perception
new
test.
smells, I guess,
Yeah,
but
quite perception test.
Dangerous smells.
dangerous smells. Oh, crit!
Oh, nice.
Do I roll again or
Yeah.
just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need number of successes.
Oh, nice. So that's 10 success.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Is it?
As you're making your way down.
Oh, wait, no, that's a double crit.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's
Roll
a
again.
fumble on the second time round, it still counts as a crit, though, doesn't it? If it's an exploding
no,
crit.
you need to be underneath your skill.
No, it
It
has
still
to
has
be...
to
You
be-
can roll
okay,
successes, but you don't re-explode.
Right.
You only re-explode if
Yeah,
it's under
so
your skill.
10 successes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's our way of doing crits. Yes, perfect. Lovely, in fact. The air. Warpstone. Warpstone. It's on the air. That means, oh, you don't understand. If you were down in a cavern, you'd be able to locate where it was coming from. The air shifts through different caverns at different speeds. The movement of the smell, everything about it would, but it's moving past your face. In fact, the air is stirring in a most disturbing way past your face. It's causing your fur to prickle up, which is just, and your whiskers are constantly moving in a way that's most disconcerting. Even in fact, when you stop and you try to hold it, your clothes are still moving in this air
Holding the
stirring.
whiskers like...
It's like someone's cast a constant spell. And there's some warlock up ahead that has just gone and caused all the air to move. Do yourself an intelligence test.
Nope.
Yep. Warpstone on the air.
I smell.
Where from? What direction?
Morskin will lick one of his claws and put it up in the air as he's been taught, and then point like a totally random direction.
Roll yourself. Just 1d10 out into the middle, and that's the direction you go, the point of the d10. I know which direction they're meant to go. Interesting, so you pointed that
Can
way.
I sense anything on the on the wind?
Do yourself a perception test.
Oh, 7 successes.
No.
Exactly the same as last time.
Yeah, no, nothing pointing out in particular. So you think that way.
Is
Which
that the
is-
direction we're going?
That's the opposite to the direction that you're going. That's heading back towards the mountain area.
Smell.
And is also not where you said, which is that way.
Said that way.
Nice.
Smell. Moving. Warp zone.
Okay, so what need that way?
Maybe engineer.
Follow us, yes?
Ah, Sky Trixie.
What?
What will he be building? He says I build? What?
Big warp zone.
Mm.
Compared to man size, big warp zone. On coach. Big explosion?
You know, I
I think we should go to the inn, sister.
You don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is.
None of us do. We have a decision to make.
Well, what was my
Warpstone.
success for before for navigation though?
And you thought it was this direction.
Yeah.
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 So
Warpstone is moving. Maybe by the time we walk somewhere, we hear because it's been 2,000 years.
What? I mean, what?
Pardon?
It's a human expression when things take a long time.
Right.
Years.
Do you remember our lesson in sarcasm?
No.
Very well.
Thank you. I was good at that one. And music and makeup.
Master, which way to in?
This way. Hopefully they will come to us.
15 minutes of creeping your way through the edges of a forest. The air is alive with foreign smells and sounds. There are creatures in the trees. You know what trees are. You've seen pictures and scrollings on the walls. This is the actual things. They're big. Some of them are really big. And the ground is really uneven and soft and spongy and is full of things as well. You can hear creatures scurrying around in there. There is a lot, and I do mean a lot of life up here. Everywhere. But no familiar smells. The rats, they're not here. The rats eat everything down there, except for the things that you eat.
Scab, last time he was up here, ate a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try and catch another squirrel.
Could certainly give it a go if he wants to go scampering up one of those trees.
Yes! 0 successes.
Having spotted one, he goes scrambling up a tree, claws digging in as he makes his way up and goes for the squirrel, who will attempt to get away. And succeeds at getting away as it bounces to another tree.
Thank you.
And leaps off and scurries away.
Standing up at the side. No!
His red eyes flickering the light, snout sticking out.
Do not scamper up trees. No!
Are
Shuffles
you
back down.
sure?
Not like that. Human climbing, very different.
Human climb very bad.
It's about 10 minutes later that we eventually arrive at an open, flattened area, beaten down. This is the road. You have found the road. The question is, has it been by already? And do you need to go one way or the other?
Has it rained recently? Can we see any recent hoof prints or coach
Yep, it's rained
tracks?
recently. The air is alive with the smells of it. Even you can catch it with your
petrichor.
pale human sense of smell. Yep, they've just got wet fur. Quite. And it's difficult to be sure, but you can do yourself a navigation test. In fact, I'm going to pop it down to track, actually. That's a much better option.
Can I also do
5 successes.
If you wish to do, as you pass forward, do yourself a track test as well.
6 successes?
Sweet. As the pair of you creep out, you scramble forwards and you look out. The hoofs have clearly gone that way, which is funny because in your own mind, particularly with her saying the warpstone went that way, you expected it to be that way, but no, it's the opposite way. And they were passed recently, and there doesn't appear, there's older tracks underneath that, but the most recent ones went that way. It's dark and you can just catch it in the light. In your eyes, yeah, again, certainly that way you think. The pair of you conclude that you need to turn right as we reach this road.
It's raining still, yeah?
No, it's not. There's a slight mist in the air, nothing more.
Is Kit wearing skirts?
No.
Trousers?
No, none of that. I've just got a long coat on. Yeah, no, no, sorry. I'm thinking of, yes, sorry, trousers. Yeah. And it's fair to say you don't know what a lady looks like in terms of what they should look like. But if any of you do have that knowledge, she currently looks like a slave.
Pick out flour from the side and put in hair. Lady.
I mean, what could be done to make her look less like a slave?
Changing clothes.
We don't have a change
A
of
bath?
You do not. You
Some
do
makeup,
not.
a haircut?
All of those things would be useful, yes.
Oh, the river though. Wash, wash.
Well, you're unaware, I imagine, unless you are aware and are outing it.
La, la, la.
Good.
I can comb hair look more better.
Okay. Can we walk while you do it?
Ah!
Okay.
Yank.
It's gonna hurt.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Do you do a little
Bit of coiffure.
6 successes?
That is definitely a look.
But it's a human look.
Is it
Absolutely.
though?
Is it
Is
like
it?
a-
You don't know.
I have no idea.
Can I feel it? Does it feel like a rat's nest?
But, well, it definitely feels like it's up.
If you look at Scab, he's put his whiskers to the side like a moustache and twizzled them.
Lady trick. No, will not work.
Beggar.
Attack.
Beggar.
No, they've taken everything.
Now you're thinking.
Even my tongue.
How will you say that, though?
No.
No.
Tongue. No.
No.
No tongue.
No tongue. Tongue.
Let's just keep walking and shh.
So, are we going at speed? Are we going slowly? Is anyone running ahead? Are you all sticking together?
I would go ahead, but these guys are a lot faster than I am.
Yes, they
So
are.
there's really no point trying.
So, is anyone else going ahead, or are you just all sticking together as a very human crew?
Very human.
Is not all human to always travel once. Sometimes human go ahead,
Like us when we look forwards.
but not as good.
You go.
Human.
Bye-bye.
No, you go.
You make great idea. You go.
You go.
No. You go.
I'll go. My idea. I'll go. I thought that first. Go.
Scamper forward. What's your plan? Scout out ahead, do something else? What's
I
he
want
intending
the other
to
lot
do?
to go ahead.
Go behind, circle round. What's the plan?
We'll go ahead, and I suppose sniffer. I suppose sniffing is probably quite good on us, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
To smell for human
Yeah,
smell. And
That all seems fair. See, one of the great joys of being part of Clan Scrutin is you would assume that you have been trained in how to scout, and
Yes.
but no, most of your adult life you have been trained to try and pretend to be human, and that has been wholly successful. You are the best example of humanity, other than possibly another human. And as you are scrambling forward, like a human, and making your way along the undergrowth at the side, do yourself a perception test.
4 successes.
Ooh. Ooh. Up ahead, sitting in the tree, there is a dark figure. Skaven. Smell. Yep, Skaven. Don't know clan. There's a Skaven up ahead in a tree. Nope. Do yourself a lore empire test.
0 successes.
It's not a tree. It's something that's been built. It's too straight. And the bits that are sticking out, it's definitely been built. It's like a built straight up pole thing with bits sticking out of it. And the Skaven's sitting on the top, looking down the road with its back in your direction. You are right down in the undergrowth at the side. You don't think it's detected you, but you've certainly detected it. It's almost a black silhouette against the night sky.
Is there any? Well, I only know this because of our experiences with Buddy. Is there any Skaven sign around to sort of say like outpost?
You
or...
wouldn't even know where to look. You've never been above ground.
I'll cycle back to the
You're
rest.
at 100%. I'm ready for city life. This isn't city life,
Okay,
and this is
All right.
weird.
so I'll nip back.
Before he gets back.
Mhm.
Big thing. Come, he gone. Warpstone, yes.
Fuck you. Already.
I never touch Warpstone. Token, yes.
Mhm.
But warpstone. Tick.
How carry, how take.
We stay. We human. Warpstone.
Oh.
Shh. He come.
As he comes back, they're all huddled together as they turn around and they look at you as you arrive.
Limp, you're back.
What? Oh, because of my nose?
Oh, this episode.
Right, so how human are we humaning?
In what way do you mean?
Do I still have the Skaven parent, like over the top paranoia thing built
No,
in?
of course you do.
You still
Right,
Skaven.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
okay,
you're
good.
Skaven.
Can't get rid
course.
of that.
What's happening here?
You might want to keep your tones down
What's
there if you think there's something
happening
here. Yeah, quite.
Also,
There's another Skaven up a tree. Well, it's not a tree. It's a pole. Straight pole. Straight pole. Side. It's probably tower.
Let's take another route.
well, could be spy. Could be. See if we do job well.
So we
Test.
avoid it.
Stab.
No.
So let's lay it out so that you get your classic clan Scruton training. Kill everything.
Okay.
That's generally how they resolve anything. If there's anything in the way, you kill it because it can't backstab you later. And when you're above ground, you never leave any witnesses. Ever. If any see you're passing, they have to die. It's as simple as that. It's not a nice little, let's be nice to them. Nope. Kill it. Now, if it happens to be someone who's sent to watch over you, well, they're the idiots for being spotted.
Yeah.
Their fault, they get killed. It's as simple as that. And the chances of that being the case, well, they know what your training is. Your training is kill first, ask questions after, which obviously doesn't necessarily always come out with good results, but definitely ensures that you can come back. But if they're covered in armor, or they're too tough,
Push.
then you move around or you do something else. But the
Push.
first thought is kill.
I'll climb up. Push. You then stab on floor.
I can assist you.
Oh, we do a human talk and plan. Good practice. I shall climb up pole. I shall climb up pole. It's not very good with the different...
Okay, shot comes at you.
Oh, shit!
Okay. And misses.
Nice.
That's unexpected. I rolled 97.
Wow.
Wow! I did not expect to miss. But I do have fortune points.
Now we have to attack though, right? Yes. Yes.
That's much better.
No.
As the shot comes from in front, from where the group is, so to your back, comes slamming in, hits the back of your leg, right down just beneath your buttock and tail, right in there, and goes in deep. Metal, about so big, right up to and now touching the bone. As blood spills down your leg, and can I please have a cool test not to scream?
Do I have fortune points?
We all have a single fortune point that you can spend whenever you wish.
All right.
The rat out of the bag.
So,
As he squirts the musk of fear and goes down to the ground, the pain is extraordinary as your leg moves to try and position itself in a way that can deal with the pain, and all it does is seem to make it more sore.
that was a 99, by the way. just
Well
in case
done,
that
well
was-
done. I'm very impressed. Good job. As down he goes, as he squeaks to the heavens above, and whatever is fired is clearly in that direction. He's gone right down beside you. Highest initiative is... you.
Bitter Whisker
Bitter Whisker?
is going sideways, away from where he is, but to skirt round and come at it from the side.
Okay, so you're dancing off towards the side, left or right?
Which way is left?
Okay, so you dart off into the shadows over there.
I'm just watching Alan Minowide again. You just can't get away.
Next on my initiative track is you.
Oh, good. Flee, flee! And he'll go right.
Right.
He spins and runs off into the trees.
Yeah.
Nice. Squirts the Musk of Fear and...
Nice.
So there's just those two. He's on the floor screaming.
Yes.
I will use him as a human shield. Sorry, a human
Okay, so you
shield.
dart down beside him, and what exactly are you doing?
Well, there's an even bigger shield and now crouching
Yeah.
behind this shield. So
You dart down there. Glad to see that you're all taking proactive effort to try and seek down the bad guy. As it all goes, you're now in the forest. You are also in the forest, same side. As you've darted off into the tree line over there, can I have a stealth check from yourself? Can I have a stealth check from yourself too? As you're down in agony, can I have a cool test from you at the start of the round to see how well you sitting there making big noises and standing on every tree branch?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're
Sneak,
not used to crack, wet, splodge, crunch, oh, crunch, as he makes his way through. How's your stealth? 9! Okay, dum. As he bounces through there and skid to a halt at the side, as you can see up in the tree line,
Really an elf skill.
there is Skaven, the tail flicking from side to side, looking and pulling up a long weapon that boom, fires and
Yeah, I mean...
Disky Pit comes out and flies towards you three and hits the largest of the three targets, who is... It's going to be you.
He's between me and everything because I did pull him up as a shield.
That is true. I hate to admit it, but yeah,
Not
you do have a
unfair.
point.
Yeah, I did state that.
So what I'll do is I'll take basically a 20% cover bonus on that. So if it hits inside that 20%, it hits him. It hits him. And wallop straight into your shoulder up there, and it slices straight through, opening up a large gouge there as blood spills out. Your eyes widen in terror. You have to get away from here now. As it looks over and it hears the squeaks up ahead and goes...
I'll use the cover of that to sneak up and stab it.
Just taking a blade, stab!
Right, like right in the neck.
Okay.
Right somewhere
Do you-
really deadly.
First, I would like, you've done your stealth test, I would like to have, let's just do a climb test. As you go over and...
7 successes.
Nice. I don't think it's going to spot you. It did not. As you're up behind and you're perfectly poised to strike. Successes, please.
Oh, 7.
Check her dice.
He stabs straight up, claws attached in at the top into the back of it. Unbeknownst to her, she manages to strike the sphincter perfectly. It is a beautifully, luckily, aimed shot as it goes up and in.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to need a critter test not to squeal. It squeals as it spins, twists, and tries to get off the blade, but somewhat
I'll
foolishly,
take my other one and stab it a million times.
in its desperation to get away from the extraordinary pain, it sort of half forgets
Spins on it.
that it's up in the air and that it doesn't know that the blade that's in it actually is a blade and not just a point. So manages to both tear itself as it twists and then find itself over nothing as it goes down. Clunk! And hits the wet ground below. Might survive. Yeah, very well might survive.
Not if I've got
No,
anything to do
no,
with it.
it's deeply unlikely of surviving that as it crashes down to the ground, falls silent. What are you doing?
Checking for others. No, and then going down and searching its body.
Might not be a body. Might be a trick. Remember?
Kill it.
David. Yeah, seems fair. You can hear screams up ahead. Now you can hear wet squelches up ahead. Ow. Oh, ow, you've got something stuck in your leg. It was just stuck right in your leg. Oh, holy shit, you better be quiet. Because if you're not quiet, humans are going to come. Do yourself a cool test.
Can I assist by putting my hand over his mouth?
Yeah, you can
four,
certainly give it a
four
go.
successes.
Assist.
4 successes.
You might want to bite it. That'd be entirely up to your choice. You don't need to bite it, but it's trying to muzzle you.
Shove his nose.
Just rapidly.
Bend the nose into his mouth. Quiet!
Obviously, I'm quite up close to him. Can I see what might have caused the dodgy nose? Scarring or...
You have no idea. Your eyesight's too poor and it's dark.
Mm.
You can barely see anything. The light of the road is the best thing for you. Up ahead, it's all fallen silent. Perception test. Where you're ducked down, he's whimpering. You can smell the blood. It wouldn't be hard to finish him off.
Would have to dig. I don't want to dig.
Hide body. Yeah.
1 success.
Yeah. There doesn't appear to be anyone else out there. You're going to rummage through the body? So, a quick rummage. You are unaware of any of the tokens and what they mean. Bet someone else may know.
But I'll take them.
Run back.
Stash the body somewhere.
With a variety of tokens, roll it off the road, come running back, a bunch of tokens.
From the woods. Who goes there?
Run up to him. I know it's him.
Safe.
Die.
What
Interesting.
eyes?
Don't you roll?
That's no, you don't need to roll for that at all. There's a host of interesting, super interesting clan Moors. Now, you know that clan because in fact, a part of your training is to know all of the clans so that you can spy more effectively. And the clan Moors marking is as clear as day there. And clan Moors, let's just contextualize what clan Moors being here is like. It's a little bit like saying, oh, we're running around the Scottish countryside and we happen to have stumbled upon a host of people from Eastern Europe who have no method of getting over here at all. It's rare, super rare to see clan Moors all the way over here. But a clan Moors what? Person hanging around immediately makes you think and conclude one thing. They either are interested in what this delivery is or it's their delivery. And again, so far away from their territory, it would be like delivering warpstone to Eastern Europe by making it pass through Scotland. It would be a very odd choice to make. This is Clan Scruton territory.
What clan?
Moors.
Moors.
No. This clan, not here. Way.
Clan Moors, you can hear them discussing it. You know Clan Moors because they're known for their dark fur and they're known for coming from far, far away. Clan Scruton, by comparison, known for generally its pale fur, its grey furs, although you get all colours.
They steal warpstone. Our warpstone. Well, warpstone.
Nicely caveated.
Is anybody going to the realm of Moor this evening? In our party.
No idea what she's talking about. He's talking about. It's talking about. Whatever.
The realm of Moor is very far away.
Is anybody?
You're not sure you can walk, but you don't want to admit it.
I'm just
Right.
sitting on the floor listening.
You might need to lick at that wound. You need to get that thing that's out of you out. It's in you.
Is this bit or this bit?
No. This bit's just sore, and that.
Oh, that's a flesh wound.
But down here.
This isn't.
The thing's still in you. It needs
I've
to be
got a
taken
thing
out.
in my ass.
Yeah, you do.
Right.
Do you trust to take it out and not twist it?
None of them.
Excellent.
Self-removal.
Okay.
It's going to be rough.
Cool test first.
Yeah. Right, cool test. Ay, that's bad.
Yeah, that means you're not doing it. That means you need someone else. Who do you trust?
Fortune
least?
point.
Oh, it's one fortune point.
2 successes.
Sweet. Okay, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, it's difficulty 4 to pull out by yourself.
Come on, Ed.
Yay! Oh, shit!
Did we fail?
1 percentile out.
Oh!
So, unless
You're not chilled.
there's a little
There is
friendship-
not.
little friendship.
But Gerhardt can take one.
Can take one what?
You could make a little, subtle whisper.
A little
Take
Delio.
a little. He could take a corruption point if you wish to get a reroll.
Why are you considering it?
Andy's not here to stop him.
Hello, Leask.
I can feel him glowering.
I can't remember. I have upped that recently. I don't think I'm over. I might be over. Does chat know? Am I over, chat? Can you tell me? I think I might be over.
It's your choice. Would you like to take a corruption point? 3.
Skaven. It's like a stolen car.
2.
No.
Oh, it's a shame. There
That
is
is
a
shame.
rumble in the distance as the dark gods
I'm
show
I
their
was under.
disinterest. As
5-1.
in the distance, the rain is perhaps coming. And the pain is extraordinary. As you move in, you can't do it. You just can't do it. Your arm is shaking. You're panting. It's just too much.
I shall be a nurse for you. A doctor.
Okay. Now I'll expose my cheek,
Right,
but I
so
will use my tail
it's-
like a strange loincloth.
It's a bloody mess there, and there's a bit of blade sticking out, and it seems to be entirely smooth. It's going to be quite difficult to prize free. Going to give it a go?
Can I
Nope. Sees it, changes mind.
Oh, let me have a try with my dubious human fingers.
And you come with your fingers. You can take a grip of it if you wish to do so. Yank it free.
Let's bite on hat.
0 successes.
0 successes. It doesn't move, but you do wiggle it around a bit.
Okay.
Hold it still.
0 successes. It's very slippery with all
I
this
got 2
blood.
successes.
Take another wound. Let me just mark
I
this
don't
as
know
I'm tracking
what
the
wounds
wounds.
I've got.
I know how many you've
Yeah.
got, or sorry, how many you
Bad.
don't have.
Yeah.
Me 4 as well.
Pardon?
How many? What's the difficulty for us? Or you're not?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
So, trying again, or
I'm going to,
cool test?
I'm going to use my knife to kind of
Yeah, to try and dig it out a little bit.
Prize
Nice.
it out.
3 successes.
3 successes, good. That's
Oh, hell.
good. That's good. That means you can continue
Yes.
letting them do it.
This is more successful.
Right.
Yeah.
4 successes.
Good.
by sliding my blade.
0.
in.
But I passed.
You passed as well.
Yeah.
With the blade, you find some purchase on the inside, and to begin with, the pain is pure agony, and then the whole thing just slips out. And this is not a typical Skaven weapon. It is a shiny circular disc.
Very sharp.
And it came
Very
out of
sharp on
something,
all
right?
sides. Yeah, absolutely. Sharp on all sides, all round.
How did it?
Lying on the floor.
There's some sort of catch in the middle, a depression, so it's clearly been clicked in or something like that, and how it goes. But yeah, no
Mask-
idea. Never seen anything like this
Mask
before.
of extreme pain.
Unless, of course, not that I'm looking at anyone in particular, you happen to be from Clan Moors, because if that's the case, yeah, you've seen one of these before. Rare, very rare, made for you, made for your clan.
More skin.
You recognize.
My job.
Hmm.
Recognize all clans.
But you idiot.
Smart.
Try and bind it up before he bleeds out.
Skaven, tend not to. They're fur mats. They hold.
Oh, that's fine.
They're they lick at their wounds, and that's his job to go lick at his arse. And
God.
indeed, he'll be right down.
Very
No
difficult.
He'll be right down there giving it a bit.
Leg in the air.
It's definitely a scene that is memorialized for all time in our minds.
Dignified.
We'll give him a minute, but we can't.
Can't wait for long.
We must go.
I will be an old man now. And I get a little twig and I pretend it's a walking stick.
Yeah, no, there's no pretense. You need one.
Okay, I use a stick as a walking stick.
oh no, you're kind of hoppy. Oh, that is so sore. Oh, and your arm is sore too. And worst mission ever. But you're not dead. You will survive.
Now, if we don't do it, it is not our fault. It is them.
He points towards wherever the
We keep
body went.
Show. What else on body? Weapon?
The weapon that fell somewhere, yes.
Scamper, look for it.
It's about so long. And has a circular raise at the top where the discs are put into place clearly. And there is a gap to either side where it's pushed out and clearly flung. There is at the side a winch, which is probably used to wind up whatever it is that's flinging it forwards like a crossbow. And the disc just goes flying forwards. It looks pretty lethal.
Is it light enough for me to carry?
Oh, easily, yeah. It's also designed for Skaven hands, so easy. More interestingly, is there more ammo? So you're going to have to go check down at the weapon. There's none on it, but do yourself a perception test.
0 success.
0 successes. There is no obvious sign of ammo at all.
Well, this one from
Yeah,
his.
totally.
I'd
That's
bring
one
back-
you can put in, wind it up. You've got yourself one shot. Boom. Nice.
We use big bell guy maybe.
How did you know how to work this?
We talk about. Were you not listening?
Talk.
Wait, we look. We have circle. Maybe I'm smart. You idiot.
Maybe you spy.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
We all spy.
But
No.
spy.
Yeah.
Spy.
Spy who spy on spy. We do this odds. Spy on spy. First spy, fake spy. Second spy, real spy. But first spy, no. Second spy, real spy. So first spy, pretend to be not spy.
They are bickering away in Quickish at the side of the road.
Sister,
I have a headache.
They're not too loud.
Sister, I think we should go. I'm
Yes.
tired and cold and hungry.
It looks a little
You
bit like
sure
she's been
you're
shot in the
not
bum.
It's my best crying. I came top of the class.
Promotion.
It is more important than before to get moving if we are not the only ones looking for this coach.
Look.
Scout, yes.
Okay, so everyone perception testers are making their way along. Is anyone making any special effort to scout, move ahead, or are you all sticking together as a group still?
Go ahead.
I shall stay here like humans do.
Is there like a Skaven rock paper scissors that we could do?
I'm sure that you could just basically bicker with each other. Yes.
80 every.
88 successes.
So no particular efforts being made, just sticking together but looking out. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't feel like I'm the stealthiest Skaven in the world,
Fair enough.
but
I fumbled. I have no. I can't tell. It's too dark now.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
think we need to stick together. So yeah.
0 successes.
Yeah, sounds
I
good.
failed.
Wow.
I've rolled 80 for everything.
Up ahead, you catch the first sounds of what is clearly the inn. You can hear the sound of horses. The whickering. The sounds of humans. They're not quiet. It's It's interesting because for all that to the Skaven, they have been exceedingly noisy. To your ears, exceedingly quiet. It's just you're used to them.
Yeah.
Okay, and for them, they're being loud. They're clearly terrified. They're out in the open sky for the almost first time, particularly when it's the open sky and not going out into a town where they can sneak underneath various ledges or various buildings. They're out in the open and it's terrifying and they're reacting badly. That much is certain. By comparison, the humans are hollering. Some of them are even singing. Up ahead, you imagine about half a mile.
I can hear them, sister. We are near the inn.
Good.
Half a mile of their distance. Our distance.
So very
A milestone half.
close. Good. Come.
We shall be quiet now.
Big thing. Coin?
No, we shall hide. Sister shall speak. We shall sneak underneath.
Warpstone? Yes. Go. Quick. What?
Shh.
Stupid plan. I have better plan.
No.
We go. Sneak. Sister, talk, say stuff. We go underneath coach. Sneak up. Look. Warps down. Yes.
Isn't
Yeah.
that
Good
the
plan.
same plan?
Better plan.
I think limp, new limp.
Kicks his leg, but not his bad leg. Yeah.
You're very kind.
Yeah. Maybe get bugged ahead.
Yeah, triple limp bad.
Triple limp bad.
That's classic Skaven. Your idea is not my idea.
So we're making our way forward towards the end. It takes, because we have ourselves someone with a limp, much longer than it could have done.
Oh,
If you
man.
wish, you could leave that particular loser behind and let him make his own way forward. Or you can move at the pace of your slowest Skaven. What is your preference?
You stay. Listen. If here, squeak.
Fine.
I stay.
You stay.
Be assistant.
You stay, but over there. I'll stay here. You stay over there.
It's like 10 foot away. So, you know.
Better?
Yes.
Good.
Watch for Skaven and kill.
Other Skaven.
Safe?
Good.
Idiot, limp.
If you betray me, kill.
So the end. I believe we have 2 able-bodied Skaven who are intending on creeping into the inn while 1 able-bodied human provides the distraction by talking human at people. 2 other Skaven are going to sit on the outside watching out for other potential Skaven who may be trying to stop their Skaven plot because they're Skaven. One of which is going to be staying on the opposite side, very carefully looking out with black weapons ready, lest they need to do some killing. The other one, at least 10 foot away, because you don't want to have them too close to each other, just in case there's some sort of betrayal going on. Also watching out for any other betrayal that may be happening on the outside of the inn.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So let's start off with the human, who
Okay.
is making her way up towards the open gate. You consider everything that you learned. Everything that you learned. You have to straighten your back. You have to straighten your back. You have to move your head up. You have to walk like humans walk. Your natural stance is with your legs splayed apart, the body right down, your arms hanging behind you so they're not seen as a threat, and your head ready to duck and roll or prostrate yourself entirely. So this sort of stance is very unnatural
And uncomfortable.
and uncomfortable. As you straighten yourself up and you make your way in as she walks like a human into the human establishment. The two others who are intending on creeping in and around when the diversion has been created don't need to walk like a human too much. They can just skitter up to the side and then peek their eyes round to see what's happening as the glow of the inn stays before her as she moves up. Now, if any of your actual PCs happen to see her coming up, I think that your opinion of her stalking forward might be different to her own opinion of how she's approaching. It's something like this. As she's making her way forward, she thinks that she is an extraordinary human because she has really little to compare it to. She's certainly better than most of you at actually appearing human because you don't have human bodies. That really does break the illusion somewhat unless you properly disguise it in a fashion that allows people to be fooled by it. Big cloaks, big hats. Yeah, indeed. But this one has the requisite body shape. And it does make a difference because if you were PCs seeing someone who was wearing rags and a raggedy cloak that's all down, her face a complete dirty mess, her hair hanging in what's almost close to dreadlocks on all sides, bound up and matted, combed in the middle, very beautifully.
Super.
Just perfect. As she's making her way forward, constantly on the lookout lest a human spot her, or worse, another Skaven, because she's ready to prostrate herself lest somebody call for her, and reaches the door and suddenly has the realization that she hasn't got anything ready to say. What are they going to say to her? She's never really spoken to humans who weren't slaves before, not to any real extent.
Not for a long time.
Well, not to a child. So, wow, what does she do? She cool tests it to begin with.
Yes. 5 successes.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You can enter this place.
I
As the
can.
pair of you are sitting on the outside, your little snouts behind the wooden gates as you're on the... and there is a big building and another big building. Construction, human. Over there, probably construction human too. Admittedly, all people who live in the surface you pretty much call man-things. So you're not entirely sure of the difference between one type or another. But there they are. But that one's got the horses in it. The big creatures with the long noses. They're over there. And that is probably the coach. You can both see it quite clearly. Unfortunately, there are man-things there, scuttling around the coach, doing very annoying things. They're clearly going to have to be killed. And beyond that, you can... Perception test. On the outside, you're looking at the pair of them peering round. One of them is quite clearly inquisitive, making noises beneath his throat as he's... the human is humaning right up to that gate in the most human-y fashion you can imagine, doing a very good job at humaning. And it's about to open the human door. As the pair of you are on the outside, occasionally casting an eye over at the other, lest there be some sort of, I don't know, external attack.
I would like to stealth and approach him from behind.
You're going full stealth. Do yourself stealth test.
2 successes for the perception check.
I got 4.
Wow.
Every time.
Yeah, it's real
One
bad.
fail.
You fail.
I gotta go against a perception though, at least, so.
Perception test.
Come on, 99.
4 successes.
Boo.
Paranoia is your friend.
He's creeping up and
Paranoia
around
is your
and
friend.
behind you, and you can hear him creeping around just behind you. As you-
Tail flapping off it.
And you can literally see it.
Oh, wait.
He is not the most
It's just more like this. It's got the right round. My profile's a bit off on the side.
What do you do? We make deal, yes?
Deal?
You want warpstone. Tick.
What do after?
Kill. We take warpstone. We have warpstone.
And then?
Whatever we want.
Unassailable logic.
Warpstone leg.
Good plan.
Warpstone cheek.
I know what we can do next. Have found big power. Look after Scab, friend here, and he'll help us if we get Warpstone.
Can we hear this?
No, nice and quiet.
being quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, friend.
Shh.
Oh, friend.
Man thing. I forget name. How work? Lieber, Caster, Lieber. His friend. Help.
How help?
Has human Warren building. We stay. He lots of good, lots of power. Is very useful.
We keep Warpstone.
Keep Warpstone. Our Warpstone. Warpstone.
Mine.
Visit friend.
Yours.
Us.
Mine, yours.
If join help me in Lieberung. Yes.
Yes.
Deal.
Handshake.
Tail 5.
Like humans.
Tail 5.
Do yourself a cool test.
Oh, 5 successes.
5 success. As a tear weaves out from your eye down into your baby snout, as the pain lances up from your buttock, right up your back through your spine, and it feels like it jangles to the very tip of your nip whiskers.
Nip whiskers.
Do you have nip whiskers?
I was going to say nose, but then it turned into whiskers, and this turned into the...
I couldn't see the cloak was
I know.
covered.
OMG!
So they're so heavy and
This is the nose isn't the weirdest thing. It's the nip whiskers.
And they're also drooping.
Oh dear! I knew this was a bad idea. I mean, a great idea. Meanwhile, you're about to enter into the room. What's our plan?
My plan is
Kit?
to throw myself on the mercy of the people inside by claiming that I have been captured by beast men.
Okay, Kit the human, what are you doing?
I will burst through the door
You burst through the door.
and throw myself on the floor.
Ah!
I feel safer.
Do yourself. Wow. An acting test. Pardon me,
5
sir.
successes.
Oh, sweet. As she collapses to the ground, and you can hear her caterwauling, calling out
Really?
about the terrible awfulness that has occurred to her.
Yeah. Please help me. I'm so scared and I've been so alone. I'm just really having it up.
On the inside, 40 Skaven turn round and look at her.
Oh, shit.
And that's where we'll take our break. "30, maybe more, Skaven faces turn round to look at the human, who's just collapsed into the front of the inn, complaining about being attacked on the road. Sadly for her, she doesn't realise to begin with, because she's too busy acting. Acting,
I was
dear
acting.
boy.
Hey, 5 successes.
Yeah.
Very good acting. I don't think they'll appreciate me now, will they?
I think it's fair that they may not...
All of them.
they may not appreciate your acting quite as much as, say, for example, standard ingoing folks would. You didn't expect there to be, obviously, a room full of Skaven. And as you lift your eye up, and all those faces are looking at you, a mixture of clan rats. Okay. Different clan to Clan Scruden. Not good. Black fur, you think storm vermin? Gulp. Okay. Right, no, this is good. This is fine. And sitting over in the corner, standing, not sitting, literally standing on what appears to be some sort of throne of what was probably the denizens of this inn, is a grey seer. The long curled horns as it looks over at you. And its face curls in deep amusement. After all, a human has walked in on their Skaven going across the surface party. And we all know what happens to Skaven that walk into Skaven parties. Hey, we'd covered this in the previous half. What do you do? To those you encounter, you kill them. And already there is a bristling of Skaven, fur rising, snarls beginning to spread. It was that got you going that there might be something not quite right about this place and made you look up and go, I felt, in the first place.
Bollocks.
And as you have that brief moment before they go to, well, it's probably not to town, is it? They're not going to go to town. You'll be like, go to Warren on you. As they do whatever it is that they are about to do. How are you going to fill that gap? And if that gap is going to be with any words, in what language?
I'm thinking very quickly. Adrenaline is flooding my body. I am determined that I am not going to die today, or at least I'll try not to. So I'm going to say, in Queekish, whilst grovelling, thank the Hornrat, I found you. They're stealing your warp stone. They're stealing your warp stone.
You. Meanwhile, outside, two Skaven are making a deal to not necessarily betray everyone else. How is your deal coming to an end, my good Skaven chums?
They've tail-fived.
Yeah, we tail-fived.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stronger deal in all of Skavemanity.
Skavendom, nice.
So, if others don't agree, kill. And what if Horned Rat doesn't agree?
Horned Rat always agree, kill.
Maybe not.
Always.
Sometimes.
Always.
I don't think you entirely know what's going on.
Go on.
Interesting development on the outside after the tail 5, as on the they've got in the discovery of
You ask us for a perception check.
indeed. How did we do?
I got 2.
I got 4.
Sage.
The warp stone. The warp stone. And as you're sitting gathering on the other side, and she's opening the door, sitting across the open courtyard in front of the inn, you catch the slight glimmer of it. You think it's actually just sitting on the back of the coach. That they've not put it away or done something special with it or whatever. And the humans seem to
And that's all we have to do, right? Confirm it.
yeah, you've done your job. Now the question is, do you take it or do you run?
We take a closer look.
Interesting different solutions to the same issue. What's your plan?
No, wait. Better human disguise. I do your whiskers, you do my whiskers.
Wait. What happened under, down? Why are you there?
What do you mean?
Secrets downtown.
What do you mean?
I know secrets downtown. What do you know?
Oh, well, I understand when they were speak earlier.
Yeah.
In different language.
What say they?
They thought we weak. Look, we found the warp stone.
We found it. Run back. I'm running back to them.
As they scamper over. And right at that point, you have then finished your great, let's just call it what it is, betrayal. As it's only right and proper.
That's a gesture.
I do kind of love it was the human that did it. Out of all the possibilities, the human is the one who immediately went,
Yeah.
and the backstab has been done. To which there is already a halberd, several halberds being drawn by large black furred Skaven as they point towards you, and from the back you hear a "No, stopsies," and it hops down.
Stop space.
And he walks across.
I
One
grovel.
of the Skaven doesn't even hear it, too busy looking at you, being very amused at the idea of, well, the stabbing that's about to come, and makes the mistake of not moving before the Grey Seer. The Grey Seer fully expected him to move and runs into him
Oh, no.
with the left shoulder. As you look up and you grovel down fast, knowing that
Yes.
this is possibly going to go wrong. As he hits him, and Storm Vermin turns around, realizes that it's not another Storm Vermin, as his snarl of annoyance turns into abject terror. And he prostrates himself down.
On top of me, beside me.
Oh, he's a good bit away from you.
That's
He's
fine.
yet to reach you. Down, as the Grey Seer then makes a decision. Is he happy? Does he want to lose one of the few bodyguards that he has above ground for what is a slight? Yeah,
Of course he does.
yeah, he does. And his mouth shifts and he says words. As he quivers, hoping that it's just going to be some sort of tongue lashing.
No.
As he reaches to his pouch and... Now, I'm not saying that any of you are wizards, but if any of you are wizards, you catch this. As the dust fills the air and begins to form very quickly into a coiling rat, a green one, that spins and he goes, "Yeah!" causing the rat to go down as it buries directly where it hits him, just above the clavicle, into his neck, and then starts to burrow around inside him. Green light spilling out as the armor plates ping off in different directions, and he, above like this, goes, as the thing moves around on the inside, as it pulls up at his body, and he's lifted into the air with the green throbbing thing pulling
he
out of his
screaming?
chest. He's already passed out.
Okay.
And that does not go down well as he looks at him and then realizes that the best thing for him to do is to be above it all. So he just stamps at him a lot. And then takes his staff and caves in its face. Ah! As the entire room
Yes, Grace here. You are mighty and powerful. Yes, mighty and powerful.
as he comes over. What you say? Bang! What?
There are thieves coming for your warpstone. Steal quick.
Says, man things, say things. Looks around. What?
I'm saying it in Greek.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
totally.
it's easy
As
to-
one at the side says,
Man thing, Speak say. Warpstone. Thief. Thief.
Pointing at you. Meanwhile, on the outside, now I'm not saying that any of you happen to be spellcasters, but if any of you were, there has been a horrendous swirling of magic coming from within the inn. Just in case that bothers you. And if it doesn't, your convocation can continue as the pair of you arrive at the pair of those who are most definitely not gathered together like conspiratorial Skaven, and the pair of you are gathered together most definitely not like conspiratorial Skaven as you all get together on the other side of the dark road.
Too many trick. Come, we see. Confirm. Run, now.
What?
Come, we talk. Come. We tell, come, run.
You can run. No, run.
Carry, leave. Run. I carry you. You tell me what's down there. What down there?
What?
What
Carry
tricks?
me.
What tricks?
Carry! You carry, I tell.
Yes, tell now.
Carry.
Right, so you're trying to pick him up.
Help. I give shiny, a warpstone warp token inside. Yes, for you. You help.
I help.
Love it. Okay. As you're carried off by your own personal slaves,
Stealthy.
as they move you off into the tree line as you walk along beside them, going, well, that's definitely a choice that they've made. And which direction are we moving? Are we moving into the tree line? Are we moving along the road? Are we moving directly back towards whatever rise mountain where the cave you originally
Going
emerged
back to
from
the
is?
cave.
So you're intending and pulling towards the cave. Are you happy being directed in
Wait,
such a
we're going
direction?
back to the cave.
We run, we do, we won. We go.
We saw.
We saw. No. Bad there. Bad. Not good. Bad. Yes.
And on that note, the Grey Seer nods as if to say, yes, and raises up, looks back at the unconscious one and goes, and the green rat bursts out of its chest. Blood goes everywhere and it spins in the air, spinning blood about as it goes as well. None of it reaches the Grey Seer. Well, at least, as far as Skaven are concerned, none of it goes. But to human levels of consideration, he's blatantly covered in blood as he sits there looking down, sneering, yes, and points over as behind. I'm going to roll to see if the one who understood you is Skaven enough to say, I think you might have it wrong. Mr. Grey Seal? Seer, pardon me? Not Grey Seal. Grey Seal.
We're
You
dressed
might
as
have this
humans.
wrong.
Seals are dressed as Skaven.
Interesting. This may be the bravest storm vermin who ever storm vermined. Not many successes. It was only 4, but it was a crit. So,
The Grey Seal would be very upset if the warpstone goes AWOL,
So, it says, Grey Seer, noble, powerful Grey Seer. The slave brings news that there are thieves. Then pauses. Speak bad. Queekish, yes. As on the other side, Grey Seer turns around. What? What say now? Just points at you. The thing's spinning around, not far away from you. What? Is thief? Yes? No, not thief. Thief. Points at the door as the Grey Seer goes, Go! And then also runs forward itself, picking up its robes and scampering out as it pulls open the door and bursts into the open cold air where there's literally nobody. And looks around for potential thieves as Skaven go piling past it to either side of its shoulders and go running out. One of them jumps up onto the wall that surrounds the wall. It's more a very heavy wooden fence. Jumps up onto that, covered in metal himself, far too heavy for the fence. The whole thing goes down. They're not used to being up here. They're used to stone and similar. This really didn't work. As it goes down, others fan out in that direction. A bunch go out towards where the coach itself is being guarded by their human slaves. One of them's pretty convinced one of them is probably the thieves. Doesn't even stop. Kills him. And just puts a sword straight through. Isn't sure that's enough as a knife rises up from behind by its tail and stabs into its eye as well. As it pokes a couple of times, looks over at the other one. The other humans are backing off fast into the corner. And then they prostrate themselves. Meanwhile, out in the forest.
So how are you carrying me?
Probably under the arms on one side and this one. Oh, who's the other one? You okay? By the legs, and that hurts like fuck every time they move. So cool test.
Okay.
Please
Potentially an
fail.
important one.
Please fail.
And you've used your full...
But not a fun
One fail.
One fail. As you're, and you're like, and everyone stops. Now, they might have heard you. They might not. You who are making your way towards the cave at a not particularly fast rate, what is our plan? We have ourselves a wounded Skaven. We have ourselves 3 other Skaven. We have ourselves an unknown threat. What are we doing? Now, starting off in initiative order, it's you.
Tell, quick, quick.
Okay, so you say tell, quick. You?
Stealth away.
So you're creeping off immediately. Do yourself
But he
stealth
doesn't
check,
say
please.
anything.
Yeah,
at
literally.
all.
Creeps
6
off.
successes!
Yes! Scurries off into the tree line. Yeah, nope. What do you do? Because you're next.
Ah, lovely stuff. Take dagger, stab. I think it's you carrying me at the top.
Yeah.
Yep. In the leg or the thigh. Just
So they can't get away. Love it. Do yourself a weapon skill test.
okay. 6 successes.
Lovely. You can do
hampered by the fact that-
you can do yourself a perception test.
Oh, 2 successes.
2 successes. That means you can respond because all you need to do is a success, which means you can attempt a dodge.
Oh, 1 success.
That's not enough to get away. As you let go and stab down into the leg. Your cool test, please. Do love a Skaven.
8 successes.
No, nicely done. You don't need to scream out.
What?
As
Are
the
Lindsay's stats?
as the blade, it's Aluminoid all over again. As the blade slams into the side of the leg and goes through it like it wasn't even there.
Oh.
As she dodges backwards, can I have a channeling Ulgu test?
Oh. Oh, failed. Oh, I've got fortune point.
1 fortune point.
7 successes.
7 successes. And I'm not saying that there is amongst you anyone that might be able to detect the channeling of magic one way or the other, but if there is, you have succeeded and are aware that that has happened. A swelling.
That's me.
That might mean it's not, but it might mean you're very good at pulling the wool over people's eyes. As a channeling of Ulgu takes place and you dance backwards, I would like a dodge test from yourself. It's difficulty 2 because you're hampered. This is to basically land without a heavy jolt because your top half has been let go.
Shit.
Thud as your head lands against a log. Thunk.
Oh.
Do yourself another cool test.
Come on.
2 successes.
2 successes. You don't need to scream this time as your head thumps back and you dance backwards. And finally in our initiative order. Okay, you're letting go of the legs. Sounds good. And then what are you doing?
Scrambling back and taking out the weapon, like.
Love it. Where you are, all the Skaven have run right past you, like you don't exist. One of them stood on you, another one stood on you. One of them stood on you pretty hard, but you know, your buttock's pretty fleshy. You can take it. As they go running through, and you've had far worse when you've been down in the Under Empire. And all you're left with is an inn. Not that you really are aware of inns beyond your human school lessons, but an inn. But in your human school lessons, they didn't have a pile of corpses in the corner that had been turned into a throne. So there is one difference.
It's kind of a Skaven touch, though, so it makes me feel at home.
Yeah, sure. No, it's their own little Skaven-y touch. Love it. And also down there in your human school, they didn't have lots of scratches and scritches where they'd clearly been leaving graffiti. They are literally leaving the equivalent of Scritch-It was here. As they've been scraping away in the corners, bored, as they're effectively running by, you presume, some sort of timescale. Are they expecting to be met here? Are they waiting for someone?
Yeah.
Are they actually guiding it along? Have they been in the forest? You're not sure what it is.
No idea.
But you do know that you are in an inn. What are you going to do?
I'm going to see if there's a back door out of this place.
I love it. Okay, so we have one door that's behind the counter. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Or is it the bar? Doesn't matter.
seen one of
It's
those
behind it.
before.
There's one there and it's shut. You know how doors work.
Okay.
On the opposite side, there is another door. There's also stairs that go up almost directly in front of you. Door 1 behind the counter. Door 2 at the back. There's also a fire there.
Fire. Oh.
Mm.
I'm going to find the door that leads to the outside. Then I'm going to set fire to the inn and then head out.
So, closest door is the one behind the counter. Run up behind that. You open it up. It's another room and it's full of utensils. This one is called the cook room or cook kitchen.
Does it have another door on the other side?
It does.
Perfect. I'm going to nip back in, set fire to the inn, and I'm going to head out to the
You go in, pick up the logs, start scattering them everywhere.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! But the straw starts picking up flames. You look out. They're all panicking on the outside still. This is great. As you go running over back into the kitchen room or whatever, over to the other door, and it's a larder.
Yeah. Any other...
There is no doors in the larder.
Any trapdoors down to a root cellar?
Oh, yeah, that's what we need. As you run back in, trapdoors. There's no trapdoors in this room that you can see. Pardon?
Can I get back out to the bar and look at the
You can go back to the bar. There's a big fire there.
I know.
It's spread all over.
I would have quite cool because I threw them towards the door so they would catch the Skaven on the way in.
There is indeed quite a big fire here.
Okay.
It's spreading fast. What's our plan?
I'll see if I can get to the second door safely.
Sounds good. Do yourself an athletics test.
Okay. I've not used my fortune point yet, have I?
That might be a good time to use it.
I think so. 5 successes.
As you dart out, dart to the side, jump over the bar. Your Skaven masters would be proud. You scuttle across the room, over towards the other door, where there is a fire. You kick out all the straw, push it out the way. Smoke is beginning to billow up on all sides. Do yourself an endurance test as you fling open that door.
5 successes.
And it's dark, but your eyes are accustomed to dark. This is not a bad thing for you. As you move into the corridor, it goes down and heads into another set of stairs that go down.
Down's good.
Down's always safe, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. As you make your way down.
Yeah.
No. 2 fails.
How'd you
Probably
trip?
fall.
Boom, boom. We'll get to you in just a moment.
Okay, I'll just lie here and go.
You've got your weapon drawn.
Uh-huh.
You've pulled back. You've stabbed at a leg that's not even a leg. What's going on there? And you've crept off. What are you doing?
You dare!
Lies!
Pray fear me! You dare! You tell me now! Tell me your secrets!
I want to know secrets too.
You hold him, we kill you now, they should tell us. Hold him. I'll give you tokens.
Wait,
No, you
wait.
die.
I die no secrets?
Walk over and step on the top part of the thigh where the
Ah! Cool test! Unless you want to let it out.
Oh, it's crit. Hang on.
Oh, well done.
10
Oh,
successes.
wow, you can hold that in if you wish, or you can let it loose. It's up to you.
I give you things. I give you secrets if you give me secrets.
It's pretty bad, isn't it? This is a bad situation.
Who are you? What do you know?
I scream the buggery down the forest. Thank you.
I run! Come.
Do you scream?
Oh, yeah.
Running.
Running.
Okay. Running.
He runs.
Right.
You run.
But I also kind of want to see who comes to get him. So
you're going to run and move into a position where you can hopefully see.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to keep on running, or are you just running?
Looking for him. Where did he
Okay,
go?
so you're that good luck perception test. You got how many in your stealth? 6.
6.
Yeah, 6. Stealth check, please. And not 10. How many perception?
8.
Oh, you can do a track test then. So rude.
Oh, a crit!
Ah,
Fucking course.
Skaven bullshit.
15 success.
Skaven scat.
15. As you just basically follow in his footsteps, follow down in that direction.
He's going back to the end.
Yeah. To
the
the end. Oh, I'm circled round. As you circle around, you realise you're going back. Do you wish to continue following, or are you going in a different direction?
Back.
So you're heading off back
I'm
towards the
heading back
cave.
towards the
So you're
cave.
heading to the cave. You're heading towards the inn. You're screaming, and you are
hiding in a tree.
stealth test, please.
Crit.
Nice.
Nicely done.
You are a tree.
And that's 9.
Nice.
9 to
As you skitter back, move up behind a tree, and sit up in a branch, looking down. Eyes squinted, weapon held. This is a lethal weapon. You're certain of it.
Uh-huh. And from down there, they don't know how much ammo I have.
The first of the Skaven arrive at the enormous scream that went out. 2 clan rats come bursting in. Big round shields. Both of them have clan war symbols on them. As they burst in and see you, and one of them calls back in Queekish. Scruton! Yes! And then a call. Kill it!
Have I got time to do
Oh,
stuff?
of course you do. You can hear the conversation.
Oh, God.
Can I hear this? Am I too far away?
You can definitely hear
Definitely,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I will.
Uh-oh!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Do I see which way this one went? What's the name again of your person?
Bitter Whisker?
Did I see where Bitter Whisker went?
Bitter Whisker went off into the forest.
Shit.
You've been, as it currently
I've seen
stands,
where
you're
it goes.
abandoned.
Right,
What's
fine.
your best choice?
Should have stabbed
Musketeer.
Musk of Fear, but I'll call out to. What do I know it as?
And what do you know what as?
What do I know it as, Andy?
Char.
Char. Right, fine. Down with the horn rat! Char, save me!
I love it. You're going to pull a dagger and you hope that you can stab at anything that gets too close?
Yeah! Char!
Oh, freaking love it. You're sitting there watching this. The order has come to kill. Do you want to preserve your fellow clan Scruton's life, or are you just going to let this spy receive the worst of what those 2 clan rats have to offer?
I'll wait. Is this a dick move time to let
You
him
can
die?
do whatever you want to do.
This
Do
a
not
dick
in any way feel
I mean, he started the
constrained.
dick moves by stabbing.
That's very true.
I've gone all the way, baby. Little purple hand tattoo.
I will.
That was the tiniest hand.
That's very difficult to draw. I'm not a good drawer.
Purple paw, yes!
Cameras to get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until he's too injured to contradict me and then show up.
That sounds good. Okay, so love it. As the first one makes a stab at you. They might do very badly. Let's find out. The first one... the first one fumbles.
Nice.
But you may fumble also. I'm gonna... Oh, wow. They're not used to being above ground, clearly. They've got the shakes. As the first one goes, ah! Hears you screaming, doesn't understand it at all. Ah! And just stabs and passes the halberd tip right between your legs into the ground, pulls back, leaving the halberd there. Ah! 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 Like you did it. Like somehow you're responsible. And
I think I did do it.
Looks at you like you have done something. Possibly he's a wizard. Are you by any chance as the other one, who's slightly freaked out by the whole affair. Well, you might roll worse. They're not the best clan rats, I'll be honest.
One success.
Well, I don't have a success.
Okay.
As the next one darts forward, you just push to the side of the pain is extraordinary, and the halberd that's sitting out there acts effectively like a parry as it goes, and then bounces back and circles round you with its halberd drawn pointed at you, as if to say, whatever your tricks are, I'll get round you, as it circles round, unharmed. I'd like a prey test. You need to crit it.
Oh shit, son.
But if you crit it,
Fun things will happen.
Just do what
I
Ninja
mean,
does
calling on the
online.
dark gods is never a wise situation. Is that a fumble?
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
just
that's a shame.
6
That would have been as
successes.
much fun.
Actually, 88 would have been just.
88 would have been just.
Oh,
But it did not occur.
Bugger.
So they've attempted stabs. The war has begun. A very small, low-key conflict. And it appears that the two clan rats have entirely flubbed it. One's lost its weapon. The other one, there's something odd going on down there.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I think they're complete idiots and weaklings. Therefore, I feel better about showing myself. So I'm going to appear. I don't know. Can I jump this height? Scuttle this
You
height?
can just jump forward to
Yeah. And I'm back. My slave.
with the weapon out,
Yeah.
as they, being from that clan, understand it immediately as one of them sees you and goes, "Storm vermin!" And bows down. And on the other side, it goes,
Yes, sorry.
May call, yes? The one without a weapon and is sitting there like that, arms spread open. Are you doing anything?
I just think that this is the intervention of Char. I'm going to stand up and pull up the halberd like this is meant to be.
Okay, do yourself an endurance
And use it
test.
as a staff,
Yeah,
basically.
endurance test.
Can I ask a question?
2 successes.
2 successes. Yep, you're up. Pull the staff, and then you're out, and you're standing there looking at it.
Scab never die! Scab never die!
Yes.
Does charm mean anything to me?
Yes. It means exactly what you think it means.
Okay.
Ooh.
A little burnt bit of wood. That's what it means.
That is all it is, darling. You first. So you were arcing back. You
Yeah.
heard the shout.
And he's moving extra stealthily.
That seems fair. Now,
Wink, nudge to Andy.
yeah, I know. You don't need to say anything else. That was enough. It's worth noting that you heard the shout, you heard the call, and you also know exactly what that means.
But there's a chunk.
That is pretty goddamn revelatory. Hugely so,
Yeah.
in fact. And concerning. Really concerning. What are you doing?
Still staying the course, making his way back to the inn.
Scamper.
Yeah.
At the inn, there's a host of Skaven. And they are, in some cases, almost comically positioned, with noses peeking over the top of fences. They don't quite get outside. And they're making lots of key mistakes. These are not veterans of the above the surface campaigns. No, these are, I mean, it'd be unfair to call them idiots. They're idiots. Others, however, are stealthily sitting around corners. There's one that's up on the roof looking down. One has a telescope, which he has back to front. Over there.
He's miles away, no?
Don't worry about him.
And interestingly, an Empire one at that, so clearly taken, stolen, and doesn't quite understand how the device works. There is, however, a much more concerning figure that's now stomping out from the front. That looks like it is a Grey Seer, which is very, very alarming. It is stomping forward, looking around, and you are in a position where you can choose whether you wish to be seen or whether you can just meld back into the trees.
Is he at the inn?
The Grey Seer.
No, like
You're close to the end, yes.
yeah. So no one's responding to the fire.
Pardon? No, not yet.
Has he seen it?
No,
They've not
he's
picked up
pushed
on
out.
it.
Yeah, it's primarily in the room, and there's just smoke rising up, but it's nighttime,
Yeah.
and it's yet to flicker out the windows. It's not that big
So,
yet.
so then with that, yeah, I will remain hidden and kind of go beyond, still going towards the inn.
Okay, so are you intending to go around the back of it so you're not where all the Skaven are?
Yeah.
Okay, can I please have a stealth test? Chance of me seeing you very
One
low.
success.
Yeah, that's enough. Downstairs. You pick yourself up. Down there. Oh, 19. I fumbled it. Okay. It's just beautiful. I love dice. On your side, can I have a perception test? That's just amazing.
3 successes.
I did not expect that one to fail. Down there, as you make you crawl yourself out, the sound of fire is beginning to pick up. There's a flickering at the top of the stairs that you've just tumbled down. And there is, much as you expected, a trapdoor. There's always a way down. Down is safety. As you make your way over there, they have no awareness of what's going on because they completely fumbled. As you go over, down below, you can hear sounds. What are you doing?
Do I recognise the
You have no idea what this is at all. Chanting beneath an inn? WT and the F?
Yes. Is there any other way out of this cellar other than down through the trapdoor?
Well, you could have a good search around if you fancy.
Yeah, I'll try and do it quietly because obviously if they're down there, I
Sure,
don't want
do
to-
yourself
They're
perception
singing
test.
away. You're fine.
Yeah, it's just a good song. That's what they do in inns, remember? They sing songs.
0 successes, so I'm gonna. It'll take me some time.
Yeah, it'll take you some time, but no.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm going next then.
The word, is that big enough to be potentially what I might be looking for going on under, or is it?
I mean, it might be, yeah. You're not sure.
It's a big deal though, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty big deal. A pretty big deal.
BFD.
What are you doing? Okay, you're thinking.
I'm thinking.
So you're hidden thinking. You're hidden as you move up towards the end.
Yeah. Is there an entrance through the back?
Hopping over the fence back there. Yes, there is an entrance, but you can also see now we've hopped over the fence, the flickering of what looks like fire going on in the inside. The Skaven are just looking at you. And the call has gone out. Crump, crump, crump. You can hear them coming.
Interesting. Turn around and go, drop.
What?
Drop. The weapon you're holding.
Scab 100% believes he is now just a living god who cannot die. That was a impossible scenario, and somehow everything's okay and he's still alive.
Okay. I will see
The power
this
of your
in
god has been made manifest.
Yes, exactly.
I will see this in your
Scab
grim
live
face.
forever!
And he'll literally stride off or go to stride off into the woods.
The two clan rats look at you as if to say, what am I supposed to do? As he just strides off.
Pick a random direction.
back towards the caves, right?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Fuck. Okay.
You backpack! I searched this way.
As they go back, and one of them says,
Who are you, Master Lord? Who are you? You don't need to know that.
looks at the other one, and then just prostrates itself. Do an intimidate check.
And 0 success.
Yeah, that's enough. Skaven, bless their souls. I could stab. No. And stays down. And you're moving back in the same direction that he stomped off? Or are you waiting for whoever's coming? Good question. You're
Good
thinking.
question. I'm going to walk with purpose to at least see who's with them, because I might change my mind depending on who they've got.
5 storm vermin are making their way through the forest. They look about as comfortable as you do with this environment. They're making their way, holding their weapons very gingerly. They're stepping over logs, over plants. They're not sure which are poisonous, which aren't. They're looking at them like they might possibly all kill them. A noise comes from in the forest, presumably something scampering up a tree or something. They immediately turn around like it's going to kill them. They are in an alien environment. They are not happy here in the slightest. As they look, one of them stabs into the darkness and then moves over. That's what you see ahead of you. They're far too scared to even be that aware that you're here. This is the elite of Clan Moors. Unfortunately, they are not in their standard environment. It'd be a little bit like you being dropped in the middle of a jungle that you were told was full of poisonous snakes, full of poisonous plants and everything else. That's where they are right now. And they're convinced that they are about to die, but they're coming out here because they've been told to.
Cool. Okay.
Straight.
I
am
Like,
invincible.
all pain is gone. The idea of pain is gone.
What are you doing?
Do I betray you? Probably. I show up, and then I'm assuming there's a Clan Moor dialect,
Yeah, absolutely.
and we'll point them towards. You know, be like, thief, run away.
As they look at you. Do yourself a charm test.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Go on.
3
That's
successes.
enough. As one says, "You quick, go."
Yes.
Then hobbles over, looks down, then passes you slowly, gives you a wide berth, and then makes its way off into the darkness. You, even though you're not going that quickly, are going almost 4 times as fast as he is. As he makes his way along, every noise he hears is death. As he makes his way through. And the ranking Storm Vermin looks at you and says, Ho.
Yes, it's not me.
It's not today.
Gutterbane, I speak to Boss.
Says,
I report back.
Yes. This way, yes. You escort him, yes. Yes. This way, you first. Go. Go.
Walk kind of sideways as much as I can.
walks in behind you and just keeps on pushing forward until eventually you're walking in the right direction.
My gentleman hat. This is cute.
So I'm sort of been keeping an ear out.
Yep.
Are you now going back towards the cave?
With the purpose that only one who believes they are the true prophet comes to land.
I'm going to follow.
Okay, following
Quiet
there. There's no way out.
Except down. So
That's when the ritual that's been conducted by the 9 Zinch cultists comes to an end. In a panic, they had gone underground as the slaughter had begun above. Cultists do love their basements, and they happen to be down there. The ritual concludes. Do I roll any 9s? Do I roll any 8s? Because if I don't, their ritual's not going to turn out well.
okay.
If I roll 8s, arguably it's going to turn out worse. If I roll 9s, oh boy. Let's see what we get. And reality itself tears. As you look down and you stare into the beyond.
It's not a big eye, is it?
As first a tentacle breaks out from the shaking tear. That tentacle forms an eye, another eye, a mouth. And the mouth whispers as it goes, yes. It says, as it forms, and on this side, an eye pops, blisters. Cool test.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
Fucking tentacles.
Yeah. Well, I hope not. 3 successes.
3 successes.
3 successes.
You can choose how you will respond to this horrific onslaught upon your senses. The seeing of this itches at your eyes like needles being poked into the back of your retinas. This is not something you want to look at, but at the same time, kind of can't take your eyes off it, because if you do, who knows, it might appear behind you. You just get that horrible feeling that as long as you can see it, it can't get you.
I'm going to start backing away whilst keep
There's no backing away, you're looking down. The way to back away would be to no longer look. And there is a part of you that's quite convinced if you don't look at it, then you can't see it, so it doesn't need to do anything that's real. And you don't know why you know that, but you know if you don't look at it, it's got you.
I will keep looking at it then.
But that means staying there, looking over the edge. Is that what you want to do, or do you just want to run up into the fire?
Wow.
I'm all about survival, so I'm going to...
If it helps, you're probably hearing Olga, Trisket! Trisket!
Not yet.
No?
No, not yet.
You will be hearing it.
I'm going to stay put because I don't want to burn alive and I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Stay in exactly the same place. As this entity thing suddenly bursts into a star. 9-pointed star. As each point goes directly into the forehead of one of the cultists down there that summoned the thing. Causing them to shake and then suck into it. As you see flesh buckle, break, bones snap, fall off, wrinkling flesh as whatever's inside is getting sucked up through, leaving the flesh behind.
Very nice.
Another cool test.
0 successes. I'm barely clinging to sanity.
You're not clinging to sanity.
I've
As you're
lost
looking
it.
down, pinned by this horror, as a single face swims up near the top of it and just looks at you. Like it's waiting for you to move. And it just looks. It's not even a normal face. You can't place it. The eyes are just sort of shifting and moving. The maw mouths. A tongue occasionally flicks out, but is only half in existence. Teeth form in and out of existence. Some spikes, some not, some shark-like, some quite human, some quite Skaven, just forming and reforming as it looks at you, just waiting for you to shift. You don't know how you know, but again, you know you're next. Bad news. Hey, Superman, it's all good. You're making your way away. You hear the occasional sounds in the background. You're beginning to smell smells of fire in the air.
If I'm being tracked, fine. Do I have the option to do a little bit of a...
If you weren't
perception
being
sort of
so
thing?
absolutely certain of your own invincibility, I would say definitely, but you are, and given what he is doing, it's going to be tough. But yes, you can do a test. And can I also have a stealth test from yourself, please?
3 successes.
3. Yes.
4.
Oh. You appear to be not being followed, which is great. You appear to be making your way through the forest, which is brilliant. You're making your way back. You've been successful. You've located the warp stone. Everything is good. And on the inside, the fire is beginning to flick out on the outside. So back where you are, it's beginning to spread on the inside. You can hear it. At the back, there is indeed a cellar double door, which did not spot because doesn't understand how inns work.
Open said doors.
Open it up, and below, the taint rolls out. The dar that's swirling around down there lifts and moves. This is quite unlike what you expected, because you were expecting warpstone somewhere, and you were expecting it to be somehow bound so that it wouldn't give off everything that it is. The Skaven are masters of this stuff. You know this. And it's rolling up. Rolling.
Sigmar Fend.
Quite.
Trisket. Can he see?
And down there, you can hear Trisket. From behind you and above, it's a trick. Is it trying to make you look away? You're smart. You're smart.
I'm not going to look away. I'm going to shout, "Who is it?"
Down below, the mouth goes, who is it? Across the length of its 9 shapes, Who is it? His mouth's open up. Who is it? 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 Reichspiel, says a centre voice. Located, Reichspiel. As another voice at the side goes, Empire. 25. 12. We're early.
Yay. Go away.
We'll wait for you here. You can pop that later.
And a yowl comes from the side. It says it in Reichspiel, though, which was kind. As you walk away. So, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm being taken somewhere, so I guess I'm gonna try and not get shot at.
The smell of the smoke rises up and begins to reach you. On the inside, you can hear the hubbub of Skaven beginning to realize that things are going out of control. Realizing that things are beginning to go out of control. Fire is beginning to lick around the edges of the front windows. And they're backing off. Fire! 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 Hot! Hot! As some of them say, Who? Who? Betrayal! Comes another one. Man thing! Man thing! Someone says, Going! Now, now! The door opens and
Brilliant.
he already had black fur. I mean, that helps to a degree. As you turn round the corner and see the big, huge fire roll out over this poor, unfortunate Skaven from Clan Morris.
How do we feel about fire as Skaven?
Skaven,
It's not green.
sensible folk are not entirely happy with fire. As the Gracier, who was out at the front, turns round. He's a brave Gracier. He's been through everything. And runs off into the forest. just pelts it. Leaving what is presumably the warpstone, all of his pals, his friends, everything else, as he just takes it off, leaving a bunch of clan rats and storm vermin looking at each other. Some of them immediately follow as they go running off. Others look at the fire like they might be able to hit it as they start pointing towards it and backing off. They're not sure what they're meant to do. They weren't given any orders. They are quite clearly not in their comfort zone. As you're brought forward, and the two who were with you, look forward. Look at you. Look forward. Run, run! And they run off too, leaving you without any escort.
Cool.
Milling group in front of the fire. A coach house, which is not yet on fire, which is probably a good thing. Some horses that are beginning to get very panicky and are now beginning to whinny and neigh in the most unfortunate fashion. And some humans that are prostrate on the ground on the inside, wondering if now's the time to run.
Okay.
What's your plan?
Skitter to the humans, because I saw exactly where the coach was.
Yeah.
And try and take control.
Excellent. Take control in what way? What's your plan?
Well, there are human slaves, so...
So we're intending to what? What's your plan?
Move the warpstone out
So you're
away
intending
from
to
the fire.
basically get them on the coach, jump on the coach yourself and drive out.
Yeah.
Love it. Do yourself a command test, please. Leadership, pardon me. Love it.
Important.
Yeah.
Oh, crit!
Hey!
Nice.
That's too high to be... So just 12.
Right.
As you get up on top of the coach, order them to do the same. Look back, lift. Lanterns with green glass.
Suckers.
Where is the warpstone? And do you care, or are you just getting the hell out of here?
I'm going to ask the humans first in my best human.
In your best Reichspiel,
Yes.
do yourself a Reichspiel test.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually have to test.
Crit again.
Oh!
Better than the
very
last
nice.
one too.
So that's 7 in total.
Nice. What are you asking?
Um,
You can enunciate it perfectly. You did.
Where is the green rock? These lanterns?
No warp tokens. No warp tokens, he says in Reichspiel. No warp tokens. It's ruse.
For who?
You. He says uncertainly.
I'm
behind.
Morse.
Yes. As I says,
No. I don't understand. I don't understand either. What is happening? I don't know. We should go.
Okay. We'll go, and as we're going, I'll ask them in Morse Creekish, I guess, to explain. Yeah.
As the coach goes off. What are you doing?
I'm gonna sneak up behind this guy.
What's his name, Lindsay?
Scab.
Well done.
Well done.
And I'm gonna say, "You tell me secrets."
Ah!
And then when he turns around, like I'll move away from where I was. I will haunt you. You
A
tell
voice is coming from nowhere.
You tell me now.
Ah.
Yes. Tell me your friends who worships
I
me
prostrate
like
myself
you.
upon the ground.
Who worships me like you do. Tell me their names. I reward you. Yes, they are not loyal. Tell me.
So, who do I know?
Who do you know about what?
Who do I know as part of the Purple Paw? Anyone?
You only know
Or-
the person who
Right.
converted you.
Fine.
That's it.
Right. Okay.
Oh, great and powerful Jar! I am but a servant. You have made me your prophet on this land and shall go forth. If you ask, I shall tell. Liberang, Caster Liberang has brought me to your
And
power.
what do you do beneath for me? What happens below?
I find the slaves and I bring them for you.
Nice. Good stuff.
Good.
Down below. It's looking up at you. The faces, the twisting. You can sense how wrong it is down there. One Skaven is looking, one human slave, is looking down over the edge and is what appears to be frozen in terror.
Trisket, come. Now, quick.
Can't look away. Rope?
Can I do anything about her fascination?
Do yourself a lore chaos test.
3 successes?
Yeah. Okay. So, you're concerned. It's crossing the boundary between the aether and reality. And it's still. You think there's something down there that's by a tier in reality, which means physical laws no longer properly apply. It's in this cusp moment where it could do almost anything. But there is a mortal mind watching it that is bound by physical reality. And that mortal mind is forming it into things. And her imagination is probably what's fueling its current form. Her imagination is probably behind whatever is going on down there. Removing her from it will unleash it from her imagination, but equally that might end it because reality itself will not allow it to exist.
Yeah. What about shutting her mind off?
That would definitely do it, and not a difficult spell. Not saying that you've got spells or anything.
Yeah,
No.
let me do a quick language magic.
Can I sense the horridness of that ritual? Has any of that
You're
come
pretty far
into me?
away.
Yeah.
I will get to that in a moment.
1 success.
That's a very simple spell. It'll be very easy to do as you're shut down. Your senses go black. Everything wipes out. You can't feel, you can't see, you can't hear. Indeed, to a degree, you've been dropped into the same place. That's a nice reference that Leopold was in.
Oh, interesting.
As you slip through to the Aincairn. At least your senses do.
And he will...
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Do yourself a cool test.
You are the bullshit elf.
3 successes.
Well, at least you're not going to go entirely mad from this. You only needed 1 for that.
And he will run down, grab her.
Right,
Try and
so
pull her back.
you hop down, skitter, move over to
Yeah.
where it is. You can feel the wrongness below. It's no longer being observed. It's now beyond whatever it is going down there. And do yourself a perception test.
0 successes.
That's enough as you slide into place, and there's no life down there at all, which means the only thing keeping it going, the summoners are gone, everything's gone. There was summoners down here, but you expected that.
Mhm.
You were aware that there was cultists in the area and that they were doing something. And this is much worse than you expected. What's been summoned, though, you heard it. It's a disconcerting understanding of language. You didn't expect that. And as you draw forth, you realize you've stopped. You're thinking. You're overthinking. It's caught you. And you realize you've been caught up in its thought process. That you, by thinking, are causing it to have intelligence. You have to wipe your brain out. You have to just stop thinking, which for you is a little bit like asking Gerhardt to stop talking. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it can be done.
You would have had training, right?
Yeah, you have. Do yourself a willpower test. We're basically going into a pure meditative trance on your side.
3 successes.
3 successes. Yay. You needed 3. So
I was ready to burn a fortune.
That was the time. You just
I was
started
like,
succeeding.
holy crap, that's close. As you skid in, and you empty your mind. Her mind is empty. You can pick her up and yank them free if you wish. As you pull back, a tentacle thing lashes out from behind as it attempts to get form. But you know chaos better than almost any. You understand this entity. And you understand that as long as it doesn't affect your mind, it can't have form. It will be formless. It needs material components to get its... So you turn your back on it, and you hope it doesn't attack.
Out we go.
Cool test on your behalf, not to look back.
He's a pretty cool guy. You're doing it, right?
No, I'm doing a completely different test.
Okay.
The cool test is entirely...
6 successes.
Oh, you're like Orpheus, but you're not going to look back.
As cool as a cucumber.
You don't look back. As you move over, and it's going to take a strength test to get out with her. So do yourself a strength test, please.
This can't last. No, 3 successes.
Sweet. Up, pushed out. You pull up, and again, as you move out, cool test not to look back.
Come on.
Because you can feel it coming.
6 successes
It's
again.
prickling at your hackles. You feel like it's about to bite your neck. It's right there, and you don't look.
I know that feeling.
You don't look, and
Better
you're shaking as you pick her up, and her spell comes to an end, and your senses return. I'm going to randomize it.
Ooh.
I am where the entity exists.
Okay.
That direction is the opposite. Let's see which direction you're in. Roll a d10 right in the middle, and which direction it points with the arrow side is where you're looking. Oh! It pointed the opposite direction, literally.
Well done, Ken. Well
Oh,
done.
holy moly!
Very well
As
done.
you wake up and you're looking out into the forest, you realise she's waking up as you grab her head, probably from behind, to try and force her and say... Anything? Run? Stop?
Yeah. Forward.
Okay. Why am I still alive? This is weird.
As you scamper off into the trees. Hey, well, you've had your divine revelation. That's been perfect. You have run off with the coach.
Yeah.
And it's in such a mess back there that no one else realizes.
I'm also explaining to them that I am the foremost human spy. Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
They're slaves. They just believe anything you say and literally don't care what you say. I mean, you could literally say anything. They're quite used to their quite insane Skaven masters claiming everything. It's normally a claim along the lines of, I am the best in the world at something, and you should bow before me. Yep, I can do that. What do I have to do now? Right? Yep, I'm moving as you gallop off. And that is where we bring the first section to an end. Everybody has come to a conclusion. Those two have managed to get out and head off into the forest. He has managed to tear off with the warp stone, which actually was inside the carriage. It was a double fake. 100% a double fake. That was held inside caskets and had been transported all the way from Wittgenstein.
Yeah, I knew it was a Wittgenstein warp stone.
Yeah.
As he runs off with it. Clan Mors continues to keep control of that particular
knew
piece
you
of
were a spy.
warpstone. The god, amongst all Skaven, manages to get back to the caves along with another Skaven, who is definitely a freaky, weirdo person who's definitely human or something. So now we're going to go around the table and we're going to reveal who everyone was, what they were doing, and we're also going to take a quick check to see if they did their mission. Because if they did, or they got close to it, we have a couple of extra scenes that we're going to play out. And we will start with where we ended. Let's start right here with good old, not Elric.
Not Elric, not Olgit.
Not Olgit either. Who are you?
Marcus Fisher.
Yay!
I was a grey wizard spying on behalf of the colleges. My mission was to get a Skaven to be a source of intelligence. Now, I almost had a deal.
Oh, we were so close.
We
man.
pretty much did have a
I know, we
deal.
had a deal.
But then I pivoted when he was about to die to try and take a slave and send her back down. But obviously we can't talk about that. So
you think you did pretty well?
I think I got it.
Everyone had a primary mission as a secondary one too. What was your secondary objective?
discover a big secret that is important to the Supreme Patriarch.
And what do you think you've discovered?
The fact that Skaven, having lived down there, they normally worship a single god, but they are corrupt by the chaos
There are
powers.
corrupted Skaven.
Yeah.
Yep, you did. And that's an honest to goodness success.
Nice, well
Well
done.
done.
Well done.
Honest to
Well
goodness
done.
success. Well done. That is good stuff. Okay. Okay, Ed.
Hello.
Not Gerhardt. How did you do?
All right, so I did play Scab Blackclaw.
Yeah, you played who you were.
Yeah,
But you were also...
That was a Purple Paw. Purple
Yes, you
Paw.
were. Purple Paw!
Purple Paw. Wait. I don't even know if the cameras can pick up on that.
Yep, indeed.
My mission from Castleberung was to find a way to gain access to the slave pens or to otherwise buy slaves directly from the Skaven. Did not achieve. Did not even get close to. Barely managed to mention it. Don't think I even made a step in that direction.
I think that's fair.
Side quest.
What was your side quest?
Persuade another PC to join the cause. Now.
Give me your justification, because I'm quite liking the now.
I was like 95% there, I think, with your character, who now I know isn't a Skaven. So just a fail on that one.
Well, did Scab believe he did it?
So
That's the
there was an
important one.
actual victory condition that he had. So our good old grey wizard here, who was wearing an artifact that made him appear like a Skaven already. His hat. He was wearing, obviously, a wizard's hat. You had a very discreet one, which wasn't a Skaven, it was a PC. And what did you have to make a PC do?
Persuade another PC to join the cause.
Yes, we discussed a little bit further how you could prove that.
Yeah, I could get them to denounce
The horned rat.
The horned rat, which
Did
I was
anyone
so
denounce
close to
the
doing.
horned rat in front of you?
Wait. I mean, I did. And I heard it.
Nice try.
No, I don't think I did it.
I don't think
So
you quite
close,
did that.
but so
Pretty
far away.
close. All right, so who are you?
Morskin Gutterbane. The problem was that Morskin was from Clan Morse.
No.
Such a bad name.
He definitely didn't give it away with his complete lack of name change.
The kindred spirit to Warheart and
Absolutely.
you.
So what were you doing?
So I had infiltrated Clan Scruton to find out more about Clan Rictus and what they were up to.
Yeah, because Clan Rictus were doing something with Clan Scruton that you found particularly, or at least your clan at least, found deeply suspect.
Yes.
And they were rivals, two
Yes.
large warlord clans, and you were like, what are they doing with Clan Scruton?
Yes.
Did you find out what they were doing? What the deeper thing was?
Well, they were looking for Warpstone to build something.
Yes.
And they were getting human spies.
Yes. Clan Scruton, that's pretty much par for the course. But yes.
and Clan Scruton was for some reason helping Clan Rictus do that. I don't know why.
Yep, I think the answer is not
No.
quite.
No.
Okay, what was your secondary objective?
My secondary objective was to have a PC openly compliment you on your humaning skills.
Did any PC openly compliment you on your humaning skills, Clan Skaven?
Not really, but
I'm not sure. I think maybe because remember when I was like, I write good, you speak good.
Oh, you did.
Now, granted, it wasn't just that hard,
And it wasn't sincere.
and it wasn't sincere, but
And was it by any chance to fulfill one of your own missions?
Yes.
Yes, it was. I'm loving the argument here.
And also, we helped each other put our whiskers into
Yeah.
mustaches,
Oh,
and
whiskers
we're
into
happy
moustaches, yeah.
at each other's work.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm going to leave that as an unresolved. Unproven, to use the good Scottish court term.
yeah.
We now move over to not Birdie.
No, I'm Thrisket, and
Mhm.
I was a human slave.
You were
funnily
indeed a
enough.
human slave.
My mission was to find out which of the Skaven is actually human and orchestrate an escape.
God damn it!
So
I feel like you didn't find out or orchestrate anything.
I think that's very
yes,
close to
though.
doing it by
That's a
mistake.
yes.
Classic Skaven plan.
I
Did it entirely by mistake.
Absolutely did it.
I told you to rescue me, and you did, and we did escape.
Play that back.
Nope, just that's yes.
Yes,
that
Anne.
happened.
Yes,
Yes, that
Anne.
happened.
Yes,
Yes,
Anne.
Anne.
Oh, I'm leaning into my escapeness. I totally did. I
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
actually
wonderful.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got your outcome without any
And
awareness of
also-
having done so.
And also, she knew he was a human because he helped her. A Skaven wouldn't have helped her.
Yeah, she didn't know.
My favourite bit was setting fire to the inn without securing an exit. That was just... Is there a door? Cool, set it on fire. Doors only go out.
I know.
Oh, that was just the best.
I've been below ground far too long.
What was your secondary mission?
Stab a PC in the back for your own benefit, either literally or figuratively. Well,
God damn,
Oh,
you
you
did that.
did.
I
yeah.
told
Yeah,
Club
okay,
Wars all
that
about
was
you guys.
nailed. Yeah, that was nailed. Good
so
one.
glad
Utterly
you-
nailed.
I'm so
So when
sorry.
it comes to the Skaven game, it appears that our Skaven player is doing the best so far as we eventually land on...
I'm so sorry, I did so badly.
Okay, so who were you?
Right, well, I was an athling by the name of
An
Manfreda Opfoot, but I'm actually a gnome by the name of Manfreda Trethaway, pretending to be an athling, pretending to be a Skaven. It's me, at.
That's why you're full of bullshit. Right,
Okay.
Yeah.
those rolls.
What was your core mission?
I was infiltrating the Skaven at the behest of the Witch of the Woods, trying to uncover exactly what the Skaven there are up to.
She'd been
Mission.
employed. The elves couldn't get down there, so they employed someone short that they could
Elf
potentially rely
bullshit.
on. Quite
Um,
a gnome. And a gnome went down under the guise of magic. And
My mission was to find out about the threat beneath Middenheim. And
have you
report
found the
back.
threat?
I have not found
I would
it.
like you to tell me what you, having come out, what she would report her threat as.
She would report her threat that the Skaven or Clan Skyer
Mhm.
are building a contraption
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be corrupted and used against by the Purple Hand.
Interesting.
It's very plausible.
Interesting. I'll tell you how close you are
You got
in a moment. Then we move through to...
A side quest. Persuade another PC to speak on your behalf. When you are called to speak, the other PC does as you requested without prompting. Unfortunately, I was never called to speak by anyone. I never met anyone other
I'm
than
going to love those bullshit missions.
Yeah.
But they did all agree, so like...
But it didn't quite
It
come to
didn't quite
pass.
come
Okay,
off.
no, I love that. Okay, so let's go through each. Look at the time. Yeah, we've got enough time just to do this bit. So, in your case, it is 4 weeks later, and we're in Altdorf. You are Lord Magister Marcus Fisher. Marcus Fisher has recently graduated through the Colleges of Magic completely. But this is not his first time having gone down beneath. Indeed, he has been down there multiple times, long before he became a full Lord Magister. He is a full grand age of 23. And he has been going down there for years. He is a prodigy of his college, which is why he was asked to do what he did. Cyrus Gorman, the Supreme Patriarch of the 8 Colleges of Magic, is in his office in the Bright College. It is a particularly grand office with iron railings all round, gold bedecking everything, just for that extra layer of opulence. But as Supreme Patriarch, he doesn't like, to put on a show. Big moustaches, big long beard, his hair is right up.
Just getting ready to cover my ears for his voice.
As you are brought in. Along with you is the Skaven slave. The college is unbearably hot. You've already passed by the great pillar of actuary that burns up, and you could feel it. You could feel it through your very existence. There's spikes here, little bright spirits that spin around this area. You couldn't see any of those, but you felt them pricking and pulling at your hair. You are a pretty nondescript man, as men go. You've got a mop of hair, a bit of a half-shaved face, mostly because you can't be bothered shaving. But you're also attached to the 1st Regiment of Foot. You are quite literally part of the Imperial Bodyguard. The last time that you were actually bodyguarding the Emperor was the day you were appointed. And then you were whisked out of there almost immediately. You've had almost no contact with him at all, but officially, you're attached to the 1st Regiment of Foot. Cyrus Gorman looks at you and paces a little bit. The 2 magisters who guard his door. He's like, "Shut the bloody door! Now! Shut it!" Marcus, come in. Sit down. As he moves his hands and the curtains all shut behind him. As he says, "Sit down."
Sit, Tristan.
Did you succeed?
Yes.
Is this it? Is this some trick of your college?
No, this is the plan. She was a slave down there. Slaves see, hear, without being seen.
I see.
Try not to make
Human.
eye contact.
Well, perhaps more reliable. I understand what... Yes, probably much more reliable. Wise choice, Marcus. Wise choice. Wise choice. Your letter said that there was dire news.
Supreme Patriarch. They are horrible people. Things. But they usually worship one. Their so-called horned rat. However, while down there, some have succumbed to the ruinous powers.
What?
I overheard a Skaven scream for Char. For Char to protect them.
Sigma preserve us. Are they allied with the beastmen of the forest?
I cannot say.
What is... I've been told that you are a member of a spy ring for your people. Good. You're trained then. You're about to enter the Imperial service. He says, you are going to enter the service of the Emperor, the true ruler of you. You are born on his land, regardless of where you think you were born, and you are his subject. And now you are to be subject to his order. And his order is to find out everything you can about this infiltration that they have suffered and to secure yourself down below. Good. Well done, Marcus. Good job. And jolly well done as well, if I do say so myself. She runs away 2 weeks later.
Screw this. Fire.
But the information has been passed on. So, that's a big, huge tick for you. Job done. Also, 50 XP bonus.
Yes, suck it.
So, your other one, you didn't pass your other one, did you?
No, pass both.
What was your other one?
Tell them about The big thing that the Skaven
Yeah.
falling.
So you've got 150 XP bonus.
Oh, beauty.
Hey, Gerhardt.
Nothing.
Not Gerhardt, sorry,
Nothing.
Ed. it was your face. It looked so Gerhardt. I was like, hey, Gerhardt. All right. How did we? Oh, we didn't do well, did we? No, but we did do something. The Warpstone. Your scene picks up not far from Karakskaiga. You have transported the stuff, having found that it was actually down there sometime after. Having stolen it from the Grey Seer. The Grey Seer who fled in terror. I fumbled. He was just out of there. I mean, Skaven, bless their souls. And was not intending on delivering it. Because another Grey Seer wanted it. But you have successfully passed it over to the very hold where all the dwarves are going. So, that's all the dwarves that just recently fled from Middenheim because of the laws that had been changed and their dissatisfaction with them. They decided that they were going to try and reclaim their old hold. Well, guess what? Well done. You've certainly made it great for them. I'm going to call that a success for someone.
So they're going to walk into a hold full of powered up Skaven, basically. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh. We did well.
What can I say? Skaven comes naturally to me.
Okay, so your first mission was to...
Figure out how the human was and orchestrate an escape.
So,
I did escape.
your scene is largely the same as his scene. Your second scene, though, is completely different. You are in the Under Empire. You have been placed there by your new masters. And you're wise enough to realize that the only way to deal with a master is to say yes and...
Oh, yes, absolutely. I just treated him like another Grey Seer.
Exactly.
All
Just yes.
Yeah.
And you nodded your way through absolutely everything.
Yes, master.
And you got ensconced. And there was no way for you to get out. Except you knew something that no one else did. You knew that there were infiltrators. And you watched. 1 day, 2 day, and on day 3, the Stormvermin came, looking for people marked with a purple hand. So you called out that you knew what they were. You called out that they were from above the surface, and that the humans ran them. That got you brought forth before a Skaven warlord. It was the most terrifying moment of your life.
Yep.
But when he found out that you were from Clan Scrutins, and that you'd been trained to spy on humans, he set you up to do that. Immediately, to try and find this Purple Hound menace. They will never find you again.
See ya!
Nice interaction with your Birdie plotline, because Birdie was the one that told him in the first place about it. Beautiful. And your second one was?
2 ticks. Stab a PC in the back for your own benefit. I literally figured you out. I stabbed all of them in the back.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
That one is just beautiful. Well, first you get your 150 XP because well done.
Did you get it 4 times though? Or did you do it 4 times? 5 times? No. 4 times.
Numbers.
It was literally beautiful. The benefit of that will be found out next session. As we move over to poor old Winifreda, how did you do? Manfreda, sorry.
Well, you're going to tell me how close I was about the threat beneath Middenheim.
You got it.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
well done. You inferred it. Nice one.
You got it completely. 100%. That's in time. I'm out of time. 100%. Exactly what's going on. Clan Skyer are building a weapon that requires warpstone, and you're quite convinced that there are chaos forces that are attempting to take control of it, and you are concerned that it is of such power that if it were to fall into anyone's hands, it would be bad. Now, you don't know exactly what that weapon is. You don't know exactly how could you ever get it? But with what little information you had to hand, you actually nailed the only thing that you had to say. Exactly it. You could have said almost anything else from the various things that happened,
Yes.
and you could have said it in a different way. You wouldn't have got, but you literally have said the right one. So, let's move over to this one. We're at the border of Nordland and deeper Nordland. The wood. And your face is gone. You now look like yourself, some 4 foot tall gnome, sitting at the edge, doing what you know to do to appease the woodland spirits. This is quite beyond your normal ken, but you were first employed to do this 57 years ago. And it's taken this long to find a way to bring it about. And you are here to report back. You make your blood sacrifices. You actually had to buy some animals, bring them out here to kill them, because you weren't entirely sure if you were going to be able to catch them or do anything else. So you brought them in cages to do it. And the trees had settled down. And you waited. It takes a full week and a half before the witch in the wood arrives. But it's not the witch that you remember. She looks almost identical, but also completely different. Completely. She's somehow more imperious. Somehow bigger. And the odd thing is, she's also shorter, you think. It's like there's an illusion in place, or there's something you don't quite get. She just floats out of the forest. Spirits spinning around her. Her blonde hair all around. And looks at you. Her eyes are entirely white as she looks at you. Well, here's how you found yourself 57 years later in front of an elf again. But the payment's going to be worth it if you've got it right. As she looks at you and says, "What?"
I have come to report my findings from down below.
You hear sounds from all sides. Animals shifting in the undergrowth. You had better tell me something I want to hear, or your existence is forfeit.
All right. Well, 57 years ago, you, the Witch of the Woods, asked me to go down there, and I went down there and I found...
She lifts her head up, looks to the sky. What are you here to tell me? Tell me now, immediately. Do not pause with your ways, tiny creature.
Right. Down under Middenheim, the Skaven are making a weapon with warpstone, and they have been infiltrated by the worshippers of that which changes things, and they will take it for themselves to do great harm.
Then we march to war on Middenheim, she says,
Amazing.
and pulls backwards into the forest. I cannot allow that to come to pass. Damn you, Menowith, as she drifts backwards. 100 XP!
Yay!
Hey, your sister's coming out. Mara Sith isn't happy. Love it. So, we reached the end of our side adventure.
Yes.
The last bit is, unbeknownst to them all, there was a little sidey bit for Mr. Leask.
Ooh.
And that sidey bit was, did they score more than half of their missions? I expected them to only score like maybe 1 or 2. But the core mission is the important part. So core missions, if you did them, put your hand up. Holy shitballs, you did it. So Mr. Leask gets 150 XP as well, even though he wasn't here.
No, I didn't do mine. When I think about it.
And with that unfortunate bombshell for those losers over there who managed not to get anything,
Bullshit.
we bring our episode to an end with a thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.